Alright, who wants to do the recap this time? Because I'm not doing it. Fuck you guys.
Roll the
I did the recap last time, so
Can I recap it, guys? Can I recap it? I'm gonna recap it, guys. So basically, we were all going through a cave, and everyone got pretty spooked. And then there was like a river or like a lake.
So who wants to recap?
D6.
Fine, I'll roll the fucking D6.
Guys, have a look.
One, it's mine.
Was he still talking? All I heard was Minecraft. Okay, so it is...
Minecraft.
It is Jonathan. You are doing the
Lovely.
recap.
Johnny boy, don't you give us a good recap?
One sec, my brother's in the room. Just give me a sec.
Okay, one.
Okay, so after getting the deck of many cards and going through the... Yeah, I'm not doing this. Sorry, my brother.
Aaliyah, you're the closest. Aaliyah.
Fuck your hand. Sorry, did he say fuck your hand?
No, he said fuck your hairy
the
balls.
deck of many cards. It's a deck. I should hope it has many cards. Otherwise, you
Oh, I
can't
actually
use
need
it.
to. I actually need
Deck
to.
of many things.
In case you guys decide to pull a fucking card. Let's go grab that.
We still need to decide who's gonna carry it.
Yeah, they do need to
Yeah, we
decide
haven't
that.
decided that.
Yeah.
I vote not Cyril.
I vote not Cyril.
I vote.
I think you guys need to have that vote in fucking character, yeah?
Yeah, I said
Yeah.
I vote not Cyril.
Okay.
Like, me and Tenebrae
say it
both
in
have
your
a
character
card.
voice, though.
I would like to vote not Cyril. Thank you.
Where we last
I
left
would
off.
also like to not vote not.
I will
vote,
server
not,
meet
vote,
you
not,
all,
not,
I fucking
Cyril.
swear. Where we last left off. The party, after moving through the Drow Citadel inside the palace, in the palace of the Drow Citadel, they, being led by Tenebrae, were led at first into his private quarters, where he collected himself a circlet as well as a few other sentimental possessions of his. He then led them down to a large flattened out plateau of rock that they went towards what seemed to be an old, decrepit, unused door, in which they went down this cobwebbed but smooth staircase, which slowly traversed into just a tunnel of jagged rock. After finding a strange type of mushroom, the party continued onwards, noticing the small lakes dotting around the area, as well as a large lake in the centre of this cavernous room. The party followed along the path, idly chatting and keeping quiet. And as the party began hearing strange noises of metal on rock, one of the party members, Mistral, was attacked, but successfully dodged a tentacle that just for the briefest moment she saw an eye, 3 eyes, looking at her from one of the small ponds, and a tentacle shoot out towards her and try to attack her. Nimbly dodging, and all of them making a break for it, they seemingly escaped this, but though looking back, they saw... Fuck's sake, Felix. Fuck's sake. I hate you. The burning passion, 1,000 suns. I'll turn my camera on. Goes. Right. The party, again, slowing down, keeping quiet, trying to not be noticed by what seemed to be slaves of some form, as well as pale, ashen grey, dwarf-like creatures who seem to be at least watching over these slaves. The party then realised they were simply being followed by a large, round creature with 3 eyes and multiple tentacles. An altercation was then unfolded, which one of the party was knocked into the water and then could breathe. And after a deliberation period trying to appease and barter with this creature, the party came to the conclusion that they would play to the aboleth's thirst for knowledge and give them the knowledge of 2 of their party members, though the aboleth tried to take a 3rd member's knowledge as well, though it was blocked out. It as well attempted to do some form of strange thing to Spencer's mind whilst he was in the water. Though, after that it left them alone. Where we left off was the party. You've all been taking a long rest in this tree-like dome that Malon had created for all of you. It's this just dome of woven different wood and twigs with plenty of foliage coming off of it. The Mistral, you did not sleep, so you can go ahead and add yourself 1 point of exhaustion, which just do a note down that you have disadvantage on all ability checks.
Didn't you already have a point of exhaustion, I swear?
Yeah, that's right. You didn't take that other long rest, did you?
No, that one was a short rest, wasn't it?
That one was a
That was a short rest. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll say this is your first point of exhaustion, but yeah. Anyway, so as the rest of the party is sort of sleeping, the 2 elves of the group, Oberon's seemingly going back to trance some more, as the conversation they were having is over, and what seemed to be the 2 other people awake were Mistral and Malon. Though, unless you had any plans for an interaction there, though I don't know, I think you might have already had you had an interaction last one. I'm going to quickly move over to Spencer. As you sleep, you feel something plucking just at the back of your mind. And you find yourself in what seems to be your current location. This dome with everyone sleeping peacefully. You're awake. You don't see anyone outside, and you see that Malon and Mistral are both asleep. You see a few flakes of white just sifting through the air, like almost like dead skin cells just floating around.
He also woke up spooning Daniels.
Wait, how
You don't.
how is Mistral asleep and getting a point of exhaustion?
As
It's
you're
a
sat
dream.
there,
Oh,
fuck's sake, John.
no, I knew it was a dream. I was wondering if
As you were
it
sat
was.
there, you also notice this strange howling sound of the caverns, of the wind that's been blowing through, is not there. Everything is still.
Can I stand up?
You get to your feet. The ground underneath you crunches slightly, as if it's like a light, as if it's made up of a light, fine material that has simply been lightly sprinkled onto it. You sort of press your foot down as a sort of crunching sound. You nearly hit your head on the top of the dome.
I want to try and try to wake up Malone, because I think I know that it's his watch.
Okay.
Supposed to be.
You
Maybe.
move over to Malone and you start trying to shake him awake. There's no response.
I'll go outside the dome.
Okay. As you go outside the dome, you see the air is full of these small, white, almost particulate. This is slowly floating from just sort of down to the right and to the left. Never dropping in altitude, almost just swaying.
Can I touch it?
You reach out to grab it as it just practically evaporates.
I'll walk a bit further.
You go a bit further and you start hearing a familiar sound. Drip, drip, drip.
To the right, you say?
Yes. Well, it's in the direction that you're heading currently. It seems to be coming from everywhere. But as
I'll go wherever it starts dripping faster, I guess.
you follow the sound, well, you try to at least, as it gets faster, drip, 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 and you get to what seems to be a strange area. It's still underground, you know that for a fact, but these white particulate are getting a bit denser. As you walk now, there's this as they sort of touch you and evaporate.
I don't know how to say this. Like, does it feel like anything when it touches?
Not particularly. I'm like trying to grab air. Just there's nothing there, but it reacts in a way that you don't think you'd be able to feel it anyway. So it doesn't seem out of the ordinary.
I'll continue.
As you continue, you notice directly ahead of you is the slumped figure with the cloak over it, as well as the what seems to be again the bladeless scythe.
I assume I'm here to make a late decision.
There is no response.
I'll continue towards until I'm
Okay.
just basically right next to.
Okay. You stand in front of it. You again see the slow thing slowly look up at you. The face of it, again, you can't quite quite picture it. You can't easily visualize it. It's like there's this film over it. And as it looks up at you, you feel, not hear, but you feel that it awaits a confirmation.
I will accept.
Do you accept the logic?
Aye.
Do you accept that weakness is not but a reluctance to fight, no, an inability, but an unwillingness to do what must be?
Aye.
Do you wish for the strength to carry on?
Big nod.
Rise again in the logic. As the hand from inside the cloak outstretches, and in it lay an amulet of green, a dark green amulet of a snake coiled around itself.
I take it.
As you take it, your vision goes black. And you will wake up.
One sec, can I just retcon a bit of the my watch?
I'm gonna say no, that was last
just
session,
wanna
and you can do it
What's the
later.
Big Daddy care package?
You can ask later.
Okay, I can't just ask.
No, you can't. I'm not gonna allow a retcon for something like that.
But it's just like I forgot I was going.
No, yeah, it's fine. You can remember it. Like, take that shit in stride. Like,
If you forgot it, your character forgot it
Yeah.
too, basically.
yeah. Take it in stride. Come on. Okay. As you all wake up, you at varying points, depending on person to person. Maybe some people sleep a bit longer. Maybe some people wake up early. Be it as that. As you individually wake up, there is again this dome around you. You see Mestral is awake, Malin is awake, and whoever else is up is awake.
How kind of big is the dome?
The dome is relatively large. You can stand up perfectly fine. You know that Spencer would have to slightly duck, and anyone else who's
Oh, okay, so it's pretty small.
yeah, it's not massively tall, and you've had to sort of a good few of you have had to sort of you haven't had exactly your personal space while sleeping.
Yeah, okay. It's like roughly like a fairly big tent. Maybe.
Yeah, it's a fairly big tent.
Rory slept on the ceiling like a bat.
Who wakes up spooning other people again? I forgot.
Well, Spencer was spooning Daniels.
Okay, yeah. You wake up spooning Daniels. Yeah, you wake up to this sort of
You wake up from that like metal act dream and you're just spooning someone.
Yeah, you wake up like
Daniels.
you wake
of all
up, yeah,
people.
and Daniels. It's like this sort of you wake up to this sort of mess of sort of dirty blonde, and, like brownish hair, just sort of in your face. It's a sort of tangled mess.
Hey, who are you to say that Spencer wasn't the little spoon?
Well,
That's
considering that
how
Aaliyah said that he was spooning.
I guess that's true.
Yeah. I put Daniels in his arms. Well, actually, Malon, but Malon woke
Yeah.
up, so I had to train him out. He's had 2 spoons this night, Daniels. One from Malon, one from Spencer.
He's almost there to like matching the number of spoons his sisters probably had.
Ooh.
Is that a canon character?
I don't know if spooning would be on the top of her
Bucket
client's
list.
minds.
Anyway, as you were
Wait,
all
what?
beginning to wake up,
When was this established?
I think ages ago.
I want.
Like when we first entered the cave.
okay. What are you gonna do?
I wanna like go out and walk a bit off and
Okay.
check if I have it in my hand.
Yeah. As you sort of keeping your hand closed as you walk out a bit. Melon acknowledges, but he doesn't say anything. As he's sort of like just leant up against sort of kind of the doorway. And as you open your hand, is a pristine emerald green amulet. Of 2 snakes crawling around each other with this central piece with what seems to be a rune in the centre that you do not understand. Though it does have some of the finer points, so to speak, of the Orcish language, written at least, so you can assume.
I fucking hide it away in my bag.
Okay. You swing it back over and quickly stuff it in and...
Do I see the amulet, or are you like trying to keep it hidden while you're looking at it?
He walked off to look at it.
Yeah.
He walked.
And so unless you followed,
Yeah. And yeah. What's everyone else doing?
Oh,
I don't know, I'm probably just kind of sitting wherever I was sleeping.
Okay, yeah. You wake up, you've got a bit of a sore back. You've got you've got like Rory's sort of like feathers from her wings are sort of like spread out behind her, and like one of them is sort of kind of over your face, and it's just gonna like sort of keep trying to like because it's like kind of tickling the side of your nose.
Okay, I like wake up and move her wing.
Yeah, you sort of fold her wing back in.
It just
Yeah.
springs back out again and hits him in the face.
Springs back out, hits you in the eye. You're like,
Yeah, it does.
Is
can
Rory
My
I?
awake?
wings
point.
need. They just do that instinctively.
Oh, okay.
Wings
she
need
isn't
their
awake,
personal
then?
space.
Wait, so she isn't in that way awake then?
No.
Well, in that case, I'm gonna like, yeah, I don't know. I'll just go up and go away a bit.
okay. Yeah.
I'll like move slightly.
As you're all sort of coming to,
Wait, was that a long rest then?
yes, that was a
that
long
we
rest.
had? Okay.
What was my question?
What was your question?
Oh, yeah. Can I? Yeah. Cinnaberry. What was in the bag from your dad?
Oh, he sort of looks to the others and sort of slowly whispers to you in undercommon. How about we talk to this when we've got some privacy?
Okay.
So he smiles.
You don't need to whisper if you're gonna talk in a language none of us understand.
Yeah.
Fucking
Oi.
Mistral appears out of nowhere.
Mistral has comprehend languages though.
Yeah, she doesn't have it active though, and that is
Well, I suppose Spencer can speak Undercommon though as well.
He's also off being angsty.
He's away.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's okay.
Anyway.
I'm contented to not talk about it now.
Okay. Right. I don't suppose any of you have any. Well, no, I don't seem to have anything for dinner apart from those berries. So he sort of looks over towards the pathway that still is leading into the rock face. Well, when we're all ready, we can get out. I'm not looking forward to the sun, but I'm also not looking forward to going back in either, so...
I have an idea.
Well, I'm ready when you guys are.
Well, if everybody's ready, then let's get out of this.
Rory's
fucking cave.
still asleep.
I kind of shake Rory awake.
Okay, yeah, you feel this shove from your side.
I get up and snarl at.
Bird mustache.
Do you hiss or do you snarl?
I snarl.
Birds snarl?
That's what I was thinking. I thought hissing's a lot more. But
now.
okay, they can now. This animalistic
going to
snarl
tell
comes
my
out
wife.
from the small 5'0" bird.
I mean, that's taller than me.
Yeah, it's sort of looming over you. Just this high-pitched snarl.
I'd say, get up, we're going now, I think.
I get up reluctantly.
Okay. As everyone sort of gets up, preparing their gear, getting ready for the day, and I'm sort of raising a hand as the different pieces of the dome sort of shift apart and begin slowly cracking and going in on themselves back into the ground. Well, shall we? Spencer, we're moving. You sort of hear.
Oh.
Mum yell over to you.
Right. Yeah. I.
Is everybody ready?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's get out of this cave, please.
Alright. Lead on, Tenebrae. Right. As sort of Tenebrae tentatively leads you following along the side, you all here, but go on.
I accidentally was muted. Just after he said, we should leave now, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I say, maybe perhaps before we leave the cave, we should decide who will carry the deck.
Melon looks back at you and he's sort of like with a side eye towards the water, sort of. I believe we get out of the cave first. I don't trust anything in here. No offense, Tenebrae, I didn't mean it like that.
Perhaps you're right.
Hey, Josiah, you're still mute, by the way, thought I'd tell you.
I know, I'm still having a fucking coughing fit. I'm sorry.
Okay. Okay, just making sure.
I know what you did.
Tenebrae leads you all, and it's a good walk still. There's a bit of it to go. You who here's got the highest passive perception?
Probably Milan.
Yeah, Milan does, but who else?
Which one here has 14? Where was it?
Your highest?
I've got 9.
Is that your highest?
I think so. Yeah.
We all have really bad passive perception.
Okay.
I have a
I have a 14.
Yeah,
Ah.
None of us are wisdom.
Okay, apart from the fucking monk, but
Yeah.
I should hope.
Yeah, I don't know why I have. I just don't have any.
Anyway, so Malon, after a bit of walking, Malon shifts his gaze towards the water for a brief minute while still walking, and then slowly looks back and continues.
Mistral is gonna walk up to Tenebrae
Okay,
and be like,
he
"Hey."
doesn't seem to notice you at first.
Okay. She's gonna do it. Hey, Tenebrae.
Hey.
Hi. How are you today?
It's not day, it's...
How are you this point in time?
Fine?
That's great. What do you think of Oberon and Milan's hair? Pretty cool, right?
I'm...
I
He,
know.
sort of he gives you a side. He gives you a side-eye, Tereth, of what do I do?
I just look at him like, I don't know, and
I know it's really great, breathtaking. You're a loss for words. You think when we get out the cave, you let me braid your hair for you?
I have short hair, thanks. As he sort of like
It's okay. I
picks
can
up
work
his
with short
speed
hair.
a bit.
She matches him. It's okay.
I'm
I'll work with
yeah, I'm
short hair.
standing here.
Yeah,
You
okay.
can braid my feathers if you want, Mistral.
That's a great idea.
Fuck.
What?
I'll stand next to him, just like, and give it a Mistral look like you're scaring him, which you clearly are.
Oh
Don't
shit! I'm
scare my-
sorry.
I wish you would
Oh,
have said, I give him
I'm-
a look of I know. Like...
Oh, sorry. Am I scaring you, Tenebrae?
You
I'm gonna adjust my height so I'm shorter than him, so I'm less intimidating. And now I'm just wearing like really oversized armor.
Now I'm even more scared because I don't
So,
think you know
as you
shrink.
shrink, do you just your height? So are you still the same like width and everything, or are you making yourself like a halfling
No,
or
no, I'm
something?
gonna make
Just a
I'm gonna
little
make myself
wide.
proportionate, but just only a little bit shorter. Just a little bit
Okay.
shorter than him.
How tall are you currently?
I was 6 foot.
Okay, you have to go like to get shorter than him. You have to go a bit. He's about 5'1".
I
you
can
sure?
only go up to 5. Wait, no, I can go up to a foot between my original height. So I'm gonna go.
Yes.
I'm gonna go the one that's directly below 5 foot.
4 feet.
4 foot high.
But like an inch shorter than 5 foot. I don't know if that's like 4'9" or if it's
That's
4'11" because I've
4'11.
seen people.
That's
No,
4'11.
no, 4'11".
4'11".
Because the system is
So
bad.
as you do that, as you sort of shrink your entire body, your clothes get a bit baggier. And a bit more baggier. And then, like, were you wearing the armor or were you not wearing the armor?
I was wearing the armor, so
Okay.
now it's just like really baggy.
The armor
funny
sort of
looking.
like a bit of it falls off all your arms, and like the bit like the greaves also fall down a bit of the half plate armor.
Did he know Mistral was a changeling?
No, he's like backing up into you, Terrence, and
Wait, how
actually,
did he-
as he's slowly like, he wasn't there for when you turned back.
No, but did he not think it was weird that Carven Black was just suddenly with them?
He thought it was illusion
Like, talking
magic.
Oh shit.
So as he's backing up, he like and like the oversized cloak he's wearing, he sort of steps on the back of it, and thumps back slightly onto.
Just like grab his arm.
Okay.
just
You,
like-
sort of, you grab onto him as he's sort of backing up.
It's not full.
Yeah, he's.
Wait, no. This is supposed to make you less scared. Please don't be scared.
He's just sort of like looking wide-eyed. Like, at this point, you pretty much all of you have ground to a halt unless you're carrying on without them.
We'll probably stop.
Yeah.
They're in the front, aren't they?
Yeah. You guys, anyone who's paying attention can see Malon face palming in the periphery.
Wait, no, don't scary. Look at me. I'm so small. I'm so tiny, and I'm wearing comically large clothes. I'm not scary. I promise.
He's still like looking at you very confused. Like, it's not comically large clothes as if it's bordering on indecent.
Would I know that would I know if he knew anything about changelings?
I mean, give me an insight check.
Sure.
Also, I'd imagine being a changeling and like being used to adjusting her size, she'd wear something that could adjust with her, like something underneath. To kind of like
but
cover up the
probably not
abdomen,
something that's smaller than her.
It's a stretchy
Probably not
ass
something
like.
smaller than her. That's
But you can wear like a small t-shirt that'd be tight
Yeah,
on
she just has
you
a
when you're
full,
big,
she
and then
just
like
has a
really
full
baggy.
suit underneath. No, she's just wearing a full gimp suit underneath.
Oh, I can't.
What?
Oh, I got a fucking natural 20.
Felix, gimp suits
22.
That doesn't stretch
20,
at all,
natural
trust
20.
me.
Yeah, I know, but it wouldn't, because it covers like your whole body. It wouldn't
Anyway,
be,
so as you
really
sort of
belly
look at Tenebrae, you don't get that he knows even slightly what she is. He doesn't seem to know of anything that can do that, apart from something like a doppelganger, which is certainly not friendly most of the time.
The word that I wanted to say. Tenebrae, Mistral is a how to put this? Is a changeling.
Yeah.
I think.
Didn't you know?
I think I knew.
Can we get?
Oh, not you, Tenebrae.
What's a
How
change?
do you know?
What is a change?
Me, I'm a changeling. Hi, nice to meet you.
No.
Are you being racist right now?
What?
Wow.
No.
Wow.
Why
So
are you
who's
doing?
racist again? Let me get my prestidigitation ready.
Can I just ask? Rod sort of just steps, just looks back. I would like to discreetly cast polymorph on Mistral.
Okay, yeah. Are you trying to be
Oberon
discreet
doesn't
from
know-
everyone? Like everyone?
No, just from the people who are directly involved in that. So if
Okay.
Malon sees me do it, I don't care.
Okay. So,
Wait, one sec. Oberon
what are your
didn't know
guys' passive
either.
perceptions? And can you give me a sleight of hand check?
Yes, I can.
Also, what was that, John?
Oberon didn't know either. Did you?
Oberon did, yeah, because he was there. He was there.
Oberon's just
He saw-
rolling with it.
Well, no, Oberon, no,
No, he wasn't.
Oberon didn't, I don't think.
Oberon doesn't know.
I'm gonna
Oberon
be
doesn't
honest
know, but
with
he's
you.
just rolling with it.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I forgot he was there.
Yeah, sorry, I've been having fucking coughing fit.
No, it's
Anyway,
fine.
I rolled a 19.
Okay.
So do any of you notice me discreetly
So,
casting polymorph on?
Considering your current investment in the situation, I'm saying that's your passive perception, which I know it is not higher than a 19, none of yours is. You see Malon look at you for a moment as if worried that you're doing something violent, but then quickly realizes as you pull out the cocoon, used to cast polymorph, as he just doesn't say anything but keeps his eyes on you.
I would like to change Mistral into a near perfect clone of Rory.
Fucking stupid idea.
Okay, I'm gonna say that.
Guys are just trying to make him more scared.
Can you? Okay, can you turn someone into a player character with polymorph?
Well, you can turn them into something else.
Yeah,
so
of course.
It's a
It's
new
be like
form.
animal, doesn't
Yeah.
it?
It's a new. No, it says new form. I assume that can take the anything. It doesn't specify no
Chair.
player characters.
Okay.
No, it would say new object into an object if it meant just chairs type of thing. But it says new.
That's animate.
form.
Okay. I'm gonna allow it. But you don't get all of her abilities.
Okay.
You don't get her
I'm
stat sheet or
okay.
anything. You get her
I'm doing this
stats and you
to
get
be
to
a parent.
attack the way she would attack. You get okay. You don't have key points or anything. Okay, so as this is all happening, you none of you noticing properly, but this Mistral's form begins rapidly changing, and then in a fluff of feathers of a few different colours, you see Rory.
I'm
Michelle's gonna
walk
look
over
down
to
at her
Rory.
hand.
You see these claw-like hands of an Aarakocra.
I'm gonna look
I
like
just
this.
look over at Malon and I just
You wink. He looks at what
like
happens.
it's sort of like a. I'm
Can I
just
roll
like,
a perception
winking
check
like a
to see if I
playful
notice
way
the
of,
wink?
like,
One moment.
yes.
One moment. Say again. John was talking over you.
Sorry. Oh no. I wink at him in sort of like a "don't tell them" kind of way.
Yeah. Okay. He looks at what you did. Looks back and he gives you a kind of look. Of, I don't know what happened.
What? Why do I?
There's this squeaking sound in Rory's voice. Is this what? Like.
Michelle's gonna try and change back to normal, thinking that her changing thing was just malfunctioning or something.
You try to change, like, sort of.
No, I'm still holding concentration.
No, you can't exactly change back. It's
What?
when you take.
Why
It's when you
are
take.
looking, Mistral? Why do
Yes?
you look like me?
I would like to know that too. I don't know why I'm doing this voice, guys. I'm sorry. But I'm gonna go with it now.
Terribly sorry, Mistral. It's difficult to tell you two apart, but is this not your doing?
Oh yes, this was me.
Oh.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, it's impressive. I didn't believe changelings could change their clothes.
I know, I only just found out.
Really? You see him trying not to smile. Well,
Wait, but I swear Mr. was that other Rory there.
Wait.
And I point at the other Rory that is
I take
I'm gonna
Mistral's
start
hand
running
and spin
circles.
each other again, turning around.
Okay, if anyone wants to try and retain which one's which, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Would I know which one's which because I'm having to maintain?
Yeah, I'd say the magic that you are pushing onto to make sure she's retaining that form, you can tell.
Okay, cool.
I rolled an 18, so that's a 14.
A 14.
Gotta love having negative modifier.
A lot.
Kinda love having -4.
Okay.
The maximum
I'm gonna
negative modifier.
Can Mistral still fly?
Yeah, you can fly.
While we're spinning, she's gonna start flying upwards to help like shake off them. from trying
Okay,
to
that
see.
that increases the DC significantly. Because she is now flying in circles.
I'll fly as well.
Right. So as they begin spinning
I
round,
think
they
need
both
to roll a dex save.
they both begin twirling around each other in the air, becoming this amazing display.
See if they don't just crash to the ground.
I mean, it's an Aarakocra. She can do it. Like, I mean, I'd say acrobatics check.
I mean, one of them
start
isn't
if I
used
wanted
to
be
being an
bad.
Aarakocra, though.
I'll say considering they're holding on to each other, they're like she's being helped.
Okay.
That's how I'll roll this. Anyway, Malon just sort of shouts up, I know you're all having fun, but I really do want to get out of this cave.
Yes, we probably should. Let's continue on.
Yeah, Tenebrae is hiding behind you.
Catch up
By the way, still, Tereth, as he's sort of peeking out as he...
Mistral completely freaked the fuck out, Tara.
Yeah,
Can
yeah.
make a check to figure out what is going on?
Give me an Arcana check.
Does it have anything to do with Fae, Fiends, or
No.
Foe? Sorry, undead.
Technically, Oberon is.
He's
an
not.
elf,
He's
which is
technically an
descended
elf, which
from
means he's a
Fae.
Fae blood, but the magic is not of Fae origin, and that is what she's trying to do.
I guess that's true.
Yeah, and it's probably like far enough back there.
Yeah, like that's like
it's not
saying
really-
I can smell people of this descent, and then that a person who's
It's like saying I'm Norwegian, fuck you.
that's like saying I'm Irish,
You're
except I'm
broadly not
close enough because I
European.
can get a
Whatever.
passport. But anyway,
There.
so that doesn't really work.
I got a 4.
You got a 4. There's beats you. You just sort of turned into a fucking bird, and now you're doing this sort of ballet in midair. It's kind of.
So,
So wait, me and Malon have decided carry on walking
Yeah,
out.
I'm gonna
right?
say that everyone else who isn't specifically doing anything else is carrying on.
I'm gonna fly instead of walk.
Mm-hmm.
Because while I've got the form, take advantage of it. And I'm gonna be looking at everyone else from a bird's eye view.
I can tell.
If any of them are like looking suspicious.
Okay, are you trying
Any
to
of
find the
them know
person
what's
who
going
did
on.
it? Or are you trying
I
to
wanna see if
just-
any of them know what's going on.
Roll me... Okay, are you just going from person to person?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say give me just a communal insight check. Like for you, just sort of one insight check for everyone. Because that's more fun.
What were
Should
you
we all
saying?
roll like deception or something?
If you're trying to hide it, then sure. If you're trying to hide something, then roll deception. If you're not doing anything, then it's just your passive. I think it's where's it called again? It's your. I would say it is. It's just your charisma. The DC will just be your actual charisma stat.
Oh, okay, cool.
I think if you're not trying to hide it,
Beat
then
22. Okay. If I'm confident, if I'm confident, would I feel confident that I wouldn't need to hide it?
that's up to you to decide.
Also, this does involve
rolling
Milan.
it.
Does involve Milan because I'm
It
checking
does-
if anyone
it-
knows
It
anything.
does involve Malon.
I'm rolling to hide it.
Okay.
Are you
Please.
also rolling to hide it?
So, what did you get?
Beat a 27.
I can't beat a 27. How am I gonna beat a 27? Max I could get is a 25.
I mean, if you don't roll
I-
that 20, then that's an instant success in my book, but it doesn't really.
Well,
No,
I
that's
rolled
not-
a
Nat 20, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
But this wasn't an nat 20.
What'd you roll?
Me?
A 13.
Or her?
A 13. So, as you sort of look over everyone, you can't get an easy read on Felix. Not. Who the fuck is Felix? You can't get an easy read on Cyril. You can get an easy read on most I believe Rory, Tereth, and Tenebrae, Daniels, and Spencer. They don't seem to know anything. They seem a bit confused. You see Malon grinning at the sort of corner of his mouth as he's walking, and you see Oberon simply walking normally. He doesn't seem to be in phase, but he seems to be processing it, as it looks like his mind is elsewhere.
I'm gonna fly down next to Milan.
He sort of.
What?
Rory, hello. How can I help you?
Hi. Yeah.
as well.
So do
You
you
fire down as well. The other side of him. The other side of him.
Yeah.
Yes.
He looks to the other side. Oh dear. Hello, both of you. How may I help you?
You're looking quite chummy today. What happened?
Well, I would think that you would know more than I would.
You would think that, wouldn't you?
I certainly would.
But what do you know about the situation at hand?
Well, you are a changeling after all. I believe you would have an understanding of the inner workings of transformations like this, would you not?
Except here's the funny thing, because when I try and do something else, and I'm going to try and do something else, and it's not going to work.
Sort of like,
Can I just like slip my focus just enough for her to like change half of her face, but then just take it back, or is that too far?
roll of cool. Fuck it.
Yeah.
No!
I just let her face transform half, and then it's
half of
gone
her
again.
face sort of like goes back to. Were you trying to go back to what you did look like, or what you do look like?
I wanted to like imitate Milan's smug face.
Yeah, this sort of like smugness creeps over and then goes back as he says, "You did it just then, did you not?"
Why do I still have wings then?
That seems entirely your decision.
It is my decision. I'm choosing not to have them, so why do I have them?
That is entirely up to you, mistress.
You're thinking me, but I'm gonna tell you that it's not.
Mistral,
Rory.
this is a good thing. You see, now we can do crimes together and trick people into thinking that it's me when it's actually you.
So what I'm hearing is you want to become
Sorry
a
about
white
the
woman.
break of immersion, guys. Anyway, as we were saying, what were you saying?
I'm role playing with Rory now. We'll get back to you, to Milan. You saying you want to become a wanted woman? Child? Bird?
Well,
My
it
temper
won't
is
be
bad.
me, cause it'll be you, you know.
Except I look like you, so...
Yeah, but then if you get arrested, I won't be arrested, right?
But when they see you walking around, they're gonna be like, wait a minute, isn't she supposed to be in jail? And then you'll get arrested.
Yeah. You know, I may have not thought this through properly. However, it could still be a good thing, you know? I mean, you can
Okay.
fly.
Could fly before. Nothing
No.
against you. Wait, do I still have the mustache? Do I have the mustache?
Yes.
Wait, what?
Bird
Mistral could
stash.
fly? What?
Bird stash.
Wait, since when could Mistral fly?
Remember that one session when we were fighting the people with the like floating stone and everyone was dead and then I flew up to the balcony by like growing some wings. I looted that body and got the armor. Remember that?
I do not, never mind. Okay.
Listen, Rory, no offense to you. I'd rather go back to how I used to look like.
Why didn't you do that then?
Are you trying to again?
No. Hey,
Okay.
wait. You said that if I attack with Rory stats, right? Just don't have like key points and stuff.
Yes.
Can I just punch him in the arm using my newfound monk strength?
Are you trying to deal damage?
I want to say yes.
Can I punch him
I
in
feel
the
like that's
other
a
arm
bad idea.
from the other side?
Okay, roll to hit.
will Rory have to roll twice?
What is your plus with hitting an arm strike? So like what? It's probably 11, isn't it?
My plus is an 8.
Okay, so just roll a d20 with a +8. Paris.
And me.
Rolling a d20.
19.
19.
Just give me a second. That is 16. Had to math that.
Alright, you got 16, did you? Let me just check his sheet real quick.
He's
Okay.
lower than a 16.
Both of you roll damage. He's a monk.
What's your
Not
damage?
Not
Oh,
my
damage is 1d6 plus 5.
Okay.
Okay.
I rolled
That's
7.
11.
Your max damage.
Almost.
Okay, how much damage did you do?
7.
7?
7.
You're cutting out. What'd you get? It's 11 and...
7 and 7, so a total of 18 points of
Okay.
damage.
Oh god.
So as you both go to punch him in the arm, kind of playfully, sort of sees him and then tries to
Mine's
duck
not
downwards, but
playful.
as you just both collide to each side of his head, as he just stumbles and falls over for a second, looking back up at you like, what on earth are you doing?
Oh shit, I'm strong. Maybe this isn't such a bad thing.
Yeah, I was just doing what Mistral was doing because
Can I just
you know?
grab, reach
aren't
out for Malon's hands and just scoff like, children.
As
You
he
wanna get
looks
your
up,
ass
you grabs your hand. Yes. Yes. Maybe she inherited the 5-year-old's mentality. And walks to the front.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm
How
Rory.
old is Mister anyway?
Yeah. And I'm Mistral.
Yes. Why don't we ask the half elf how old she is? She wouldn't actually tell us last night, would she?
Oh no.
I mean, if you still think I'm a half elf after everything that has just happened, that's
Oberon
on
isn't aware.
you.
Oberon has no fucking clue.
I mean,
I was
Kara
fucking
said it
about
out loud.
because Oberon does not know. But
Oh no, is he actually angry now?
you punched him in the fucking head. That's not an insignificant amount of damage. That's
Wait,
over
how
a
much
quarter of
damage
his
was it
health.
total?
I
How
didn't
much was it
expect
total?
that painful.
Wait, over
18.
over a quarter of his health? How much damage did she do?
18 damage.
Yeah,
Wait,
I
what
kinda
about
rolled
Rory? Because
that.
Rory punched as well.
That was their combined damage.
Alright, okay.
Oh,
I'm
they're
just gonna
combined.
say-
Okay, that makes sense.
I didn't think it was gonna be that much because I'm still used to Mistral only being able to do like a 2.
It was probably mostly from Rory.
No, it was a 10 and an 8.
Oh, okay.
No, I
It
think
was
an 11 and a
it was an
7.
11 and a
I
7.
got 11.
Alright.
Yeah, as Malon sort of quickens the pace, sort of walking closer to the front, along with Oberon, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And me.
Mm.
And I sort of just like, so could you explain Mistral for me, please?
Well, she's a
who were you asking?
changeling.
I sort of just open-endedly say
Okay.
it, not
No, yeah, go on, Philip.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh, what the fuck? Okay, my headphones just went really weird. Ow, my ears.
Malon, would
Oh,
you care to
weird,
explain? It
okay.
appears Cyril is having technical...
Well, she's a, well, she says she's a changeling.
What the heck, Cyril? Don't tell him that.
I just look back at her and like... Look, you're
Actually,
clearly not a half-elf, given
as
what I
you-
have
as you
seen
actually-
in the
as you
past
say that-
few minutes.
Sorry, as you say that, like, oh, what the hell? Malon just sort of looks back. What, are you going to punch him in the head?
Maybe if you weren't being such an ass, I wouldn't have punched you.
Oh yes, it was me that was being an ass.
Come on, let's stop bickering. Let's get out of the cave. Wait, did Cyril had Cyril heard of changelings before?
I'd say
before, okay. Yeah. Wait, what do you know about them? Should I roll like history or something? Or
You know they change. If you wanna go into depth about them, then go ahead and roll history. But
okay. That is a 15.
you know a decent amount. Good bit of a decent bit of the history. But yeah, you know that they were used in as spies in wartime, and they were occasionally shunned from society because of their ability to just appear as anyone.
Yeah. Okay. So yes, let's just get out of the cave already. I don't want to be here anymore.
As you all continue onward, you get to this part of the cave wall where there seems to be a tunnel that seems to go in an upwards direction, and we'll say that for the sake of brevity, you were having most of this conversation whilst going up it, and
be right back. I'm just gonna try and fix my headphones quickly.
okay.
Gone.
Bless you. That wasn't a sneeze.
And as you all
It's okay, babe. We all make mistakes.
as you all begin to get to the top, you get to the sort of mouth of the cave, you start vaguely hearing a sound that is familiar to all, well, with the possible exception of one, but you begin to hear what sounds like rain.
Okay, I'm back.
But alongside the rain, with flashes and thunderous noises, is a very heavy thunderstorm outside. In what seems to be rather dark, though you can't exactly judge easily the time of day. As the mud and rocks around the mouth of the small entrance into the Underdark is now this sort of muddy slide almost down with these the sort of the water also trickling into the cave. All right.
Once we get to like plants and shit, can I use Druidcraft to make big leaf umbrellas for everyone?
Yes.
I'll say with a little help from Malon, you can both do that. And as you're all stepping out into the rain, immediately this cold chill biting all of you from the rain.
Could I just I'm just gonna like stare up at the sky and just like fucking breathe.
Yeah. As you
but
all
like
sort
very clearly, deeply breathing.
Yeah. As you sort of step out into the rain, you sort of realise that there's sort of mud and different sort of pieces of dirt sort of flowing off of you, sort of like occasionally like sort of trickling down your arms as you realise that you're all completely filthy.
But I just took a bath.
There is this sort of hardened, almost crust-like
fair enough.
film on a good portion of your body as that begins to slowly wash off, but it doesn't seem to wash off easily. You have to sort of kind of give it a bit of a brush to get some of it off, and then as it gets water on it, it gets slimy again, and you get it all over your hands.
Sort of pipe up. Would
Cyril,
anyone
could you
know the
give me a
area?
hand?
Yes, I'm gonna prestidigitate all of the filth away.
Okay, yeah, it takes you a
Thank you.
good bit, and as you sort of fall off of Spencer, as Melon speaks up in answer to yours. I know this place relatively well.
Would there be a lake nearby or a river? I feel like I have not bathed in years.
Well, maybe we should make our way to a town and have an actual bathe. I don't see why we should subject ourselves to animalistic behaviours such as that when we can find a hot bath at the nearest town.
I suppose you are right.
Beach episode.
Hmm.
Oh, I need the beach episode.
Indeed. It is also that.
Are there?
The lakes here seem slightly treacherous occasionally. Not all the time, though.
Ah. Okay.
Where exactly are we now, anyway?
Melon sort of looks up. Looks like a bit into the high forest. Further down from where we did enter, though we are still at the mountain, so we're in the centre at least. I can properly orient ourselves when I see the stars or anything that could function as a landmark. I could take us through the trees, though, without exactly knowing where we are. That can be slightly more effort on my part, so we won't be able to get exactly to a settlement quickly. So I'm inclined to go the old-fashioned way until we know where we are.
I fly up really high and take a look around for any buildings.
Sorry, my dad was in my room. What happened?
Okay.
I think you're
So,
still
How
not-
long has it been since I cast
Polymorph. That's what I was
Yeah.
going to say.
Yeah,
I was
how
also
long
going to
has
say
it been?
flying directly up in a thunderstorm, so... No.
No, how long has it been? How long has it been?
I'm going to roll for it. It's been about 41 minutes. He has the power to kill her right now, I hope you know that.
No. I know.
Okay, as
Do
you,
it.
as you fly up,
Like Howard.
No.
as you fly up, I'm just going to roll a percentile dice real quick.
You do my chances are of getting electrocuted by lightning.
Okay.
I'm not going to kill her. I'm going to let this. I wouldn't want to kill the person who I've committed crimes with.
Alright,
'Cause
so...
that means I have no one who I can, like, snitch on if they find me.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
I'm just a scapegoat.
As you fly up, you get a very near scare as remarkably close to you, a bolt of lightning strikes downwards. Like you feel like the sort of your feathers slightly more staticky.
Oh, you know what they say. Lightning doesn't strike in the same place twice.
Very
It's gonna keep-
Instantaneously get struck
Yeah.
by lightning.
Make a perception check with disadvantage because you do not have dark vision.
Oh, it's dark time. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad.
This was
29
like
natural.
raining. Maybe there's some.
And you got two. What did you get for your first one?
19.
And your other one?
Fuck.
The other one was 18 plus 2.
Right enough. Okay. You see a decent long ways away what seem to be lanterns. Off toward seems to be due southeast of you.
Okay.
What seems
Also,
to be
just to clarify.
lanterns.
Sorry.
Go
There
on.
you go.
No.
Just to clarify, when I said 19, that was before the modifier? So
Yeah.
the
No,
18 is
I
technically.
know.
You said southeast.
Yeah.
About how far?
You can't easily judge it, but it's a good way in the distance. You reckon there's a
Hey
decent.
guys! I see something that way! And I point in the direction of it.
What's Rory yelling?
I don't know. I can't seem to hear her.
Hmm.
It's gonna be frantically moving my arms around, pointing.
Well, if she can catch up.
What is our plan now?
Well, considering that if what that Cal person has told us is the truth, we have a bit of a problem on our hands involving the Abyss. So, I would say our next course of action would be to finding a way to the Abyss and stopping whatever is happening there. I will need to send a message forward to my associates, though. I can do that later. For now, I believe we should find somewhere at least we can either stave out the rain or continue moving. I'm not exactly bothered which. After all, Spencer, you were saying you wished to try to make some umbrellas. That could be possible. I'm not sure it'll work, but that's fine. Has Mistral flown down yet?
Yes.
Okay, she's flying down. As you get within enough earshot to a raised voice, but they'll be able to hear you.
I just fall. I fly all the way down.
Okay.
It's this way. It's over here.
What is?
But like, buildings. I was thinking of.
Alright, well. Spencer, do we want to make those umbrellas, or are we going to go to those buildings?
It's not too far away. We.
How far is it, Rory?
Oh, me. It's kind of far. I don't know. It's like a decent walk. Kind of hard to see up there, with it being dark.
Yes. Well then, I suggest we make our way. Should we craft those umbrellas? Personally, I think might not do much. We're already soaked through.
Aye.
And we're not going to melt. Don't think there's any witches among us.
Says the magic man.
Oh,
Oh wait, that kind of melt. Yep, never mind.
Alright. Lead the way then.
Start leading the way.
Okay. Unless anything is happening, go on. What are we gonna do?
I just want to apologize for punching him in the face.
What do you do?
Sorry about hitting you. I didn't think it was gonna be that hard. I've never been this strong before. Not normally what happens when I...
My question is, why did you do it in the first place? I don't believe I've ever been violent in ways like that with you.
Okay, yes. But I...
And you turn into a monk, and your first instinct is to punch me.
No, it wasn't like that. It's just... I don't know. I'm tired and I'm angry and I just found out stuff and now I'm sad and then I went through stuff and now I'm sad, angry, I'm sangry. Sounds like a drink. I don't know.
Dan Pellegrino.
He...
I was thinking sangria.
As you're sort of rambling, he sighing, sort of patting the feathers on your head as the bracelet on his hands, this small berry, grows. Use that, shut up, we're good.
Thank you.
Mistral, could I just ask that you very specifically tell me when you fly in the air? Just very, even if it's just like a couple up. Just as soon as you
What?
lift off the ground.
Why?
Well, that's a good question.
It's obvious,
isn't
I'm
it?
gonna undo polymorph.
Mistral doesn't know that.
No, she doesn't. And Mistral isn't going to tell her, Paris is going to tell her. So...
Okay, fine. Babe, would you please tell me when your fictional D&D character chooses to fly in the air?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I make you worried there, babes?
Yeah, just a little, babe.
Well,
But it's
Michelle's
okay.
gonna be Michelle's gonna stay flying just because she doesn't get a chance to fly often.
Okay.
Not very high up.
How high?
Like, imagine Cyril standing on top of Milan's shoulders.
Okay, so like 10 feet high,
Yeah.
probably. Okay.
Sorry, is Melon? Wait, how tall is Melon actually?
About
Maybe that does make
6'3"
sense,
-ish.
never mind, yeah. Okay, a bit less than 10, but basically.
Okay. I'm just gonna wait for the next lightning. And as soon as the next lightning strike happens, the sky flashes up while everyone in the sky, I'm just gonna cut polywall.
Okay. So as this goes, it's like it's this as this was back to normal.
Also
And
10
she
feet in the air.
needs to fall.
Oh, she falls down, like sort of on her face and everything, in the mud.
I'm so sorry.
Try to catch her. Wow, guys. Wow.
You were flying 10 feet up in
That's
the
why
air.
I
They
did it
weren't
with the
keeping their
lightning,
eye.
because everyone
Yeah.
was distracted because there was a giant flash of lightning.
Sorry, not sorry.
Okay. Oberon's probably a little bit sorry. I'm not sorry. I'll put it that way.
Of course you're not. Just lands with the.
Like,
Hey, Malone.
Wait, so what form is Mr. in then at the moment?
It's
Probably
her
what she
normal.
was-
I guess she's in like the 4'10" version of her normal form.
Yeah, you would be in what you were before I used polymorph. So you'd still be 4'10" or 4'11".
Anyway, Spencer, you were saying.
Hey, Malone. You seem like you would know more about the creatures of the world.
I have seen my fair share of them.
Something odd. Something odd happened while I was in the water.
What was it?
In my mind, it looked at me, and for a brief moment, it seemed like there was something else inside of my head.
You see him tense up, and sort of his hand sort of falling up. Yes, I know the feeling. Did it feel as if that thing was pushing forward?
Aye.
Was this the Aboleth?
Aye.
Yes. I have experienced such a trauma, though. Just to be safe, as his hand sort of glows this golden white, as he simply places his hand on your shoulder, as this wave of just, you feel good. If anything did happen, which, if it did, I would have been worried about the long game. I'm thankful that you told me about this, but if something did happen, you wouldn't have been able to. It seemed to have tried to take your mind.
But see, as it was leaving, it said something I don't quite understand. Just said, interesting.
Those creatures are ancient. They work in mysterious ways that we might not be able to fully comprehend. And so, we must do our best to not understand its motives, but to make sure whatever it tried to do did not work. It was interesting, would often be a reply to a challenge that was not expected. Did you attempt to force this out of your mind, or did you just feel it appear and then disappear?
It was unexpected. I barely got the chance.
But did you?
Oh fuck! Sorry.
It's fine.
I did.
Well, that is at least good. It seems that you thought it out of your mind. Hey, congratulations. You had a stronger will than I did. Well, here I am reminiscing again. How are you? How do you feel? Anything?
I feel good.
I am similar, being of a druidic nature. I've come to like rain. Never used to. It would ruin your clothes. It's cold, but I appreciate it.
Necessary for life.
Indeed. While it brings us mild discomfort, it brings life and survival to many, many other creatures. Oh, Mistral, you're finally back as you.
Yeah.
As he sort of looks at your quite muddy for me, just with a wave of his hand, just the mud sort of evaporates away. Alright, come on, I think I can see those lights. As leading you along. Tereth, I would like to just quickly jump to you. Every time the lightning has struck, Tenebrae has been in a state.
Oh no.
As it's not the noise necessarily. Like the first few times it made him jump, but now he's just sort of like, when he thinks one's coming, he'll sort of cover over his eyes. I'm sorry, but
My brother just came back.
I don't think I've ever experienced lightning. All the time I spent on Isla de Cronus, I don't think it ever rained. I hate it. as he sort of like, as another bolt.
Sorry, Dad.
Yeah, I'll hold on to his hand.
Yeah.
Definitely hold
As
on.
he squeezes your hand, sort of. Like as when a lightning strike sort of comes in, he's sort of like trying to just sort of cover his eyes in any way as he can, really.
Yeah.
Right. As you will continue walking, unless anyone else is going to be doing anything, you will hear Malon yelling forth, "I can see those lights. I'm concerned that it's not a settlement, though. I can't see precisely with the rain, but the lanterns don't seem high up enough."
Maybe we shouldn't, just to be safe.
Hmm.
Sorry, Spencer, you were gonna say something?
No,
One of us could go up to scout ahead and
Felix,
see
you're so quiet.
Oh,
Yeah, you are.
I like a bit now, right? One of us could go and scout ahead to see what exactly is going on there.
I'm concerned about sending someone flying in this. It was a miracle that you were not hit by lightning, Mistral.
I don't necessarily mean someone flying.
Considering the lack of visibility, I think the amount of pairs of eyes we have around us would be beneficial if anything hostile is around. I could take us closer to a village that I do know about. I could take us to a tree. That might take a bit out of us, though, considering our lack of orientation. It might even come to harm.
I think if we don't know exactly where we are, it would be foolish to try and find somewhere. Then there's a place that, for all we know, could very well be just a smaller town or something, or like I don't quite know how to say it. A
Small establishment?
settlement, temporary settlement.
Campsite, yes.
Mind.
Well, I could... I'll leave it up to you. I'm not the leader of this by any means. I'm just here to make sure that you help fix what you all broke. And,
You really do not have a leader.
well, I might have grown slightly fond of you, but I don't think it's time to be sappy right now.
I believe maybe if I go ahead and try and just see if it is some sort of town or settlement, and if I get there and they attempt to be hostile towards me, I can go invisible or teleport away with spout.
Okay. Does anyone else have any objections to this?
No.
seems like a good plan.
Would you like me to try to turn you into an animal so you can be more efficient in this?
Possibly be better, yes.
Some form of flying animal, or maybe some form of wolf? What do you think?
Perhaps like maybe a squirrel. That could work quite well.
Actually, I've always wanted to try this. You are aware of my favourite creature to turn into using my druidic ways.
I believe so.
Well, that creature has
Wait,
the
that
power
might be
of telepathy, as well as is incredibly useful in dark and dim lights. With your...
Yeah.
That might work beneficial. I see pulling out a cocoon,
Yeah.
wrapping a small bit of silk around it, as your body turns into that of a much smaller creature. You feel strangely having a tail, as well as these eyes that you can see. It's almost like it's broad daylight. You can see the trees. You can see sort of birds huddling in their nests close to their chicks, keeping warm. You can see sort of the occasional owl sitting under a branch. You can see in the distance what seems to be you can easily make out what seems to be those lights. You can't necessarily see exactly what they are, but you can see now where they are. You can see what, like, you can't see what they are, but where they are.
Head towards there and see what I see when I get closer.
Okay. As you approach for a bit, Malon, staying behind with everyone, he sort of looks over at you, Spencer, and says, "Alright, let's use that tree, make a small bit of shelter just for a moment, I think. We can't exactly sleep here, but it'll be something." As he begins like druid crafting and things, like different things sort of going out, like large leaves and things coming out of the to make sort of makeshift thing. Yeah. Okay. So, Cyril, as you're going towards this place, you don't really need to do a perception roll with this one, considering the black creature's passive perception. As you get closer, you're scampering along like the different trees and continuing onwards. You see what seems to be a strange sight. The light is coming from these poles, which seem to be sort of forms of large torches on top of them. They seem to be made of this sort of white bone-like material with stands towards the bottom. There's about 6 of these, sort of all in a sort of one aside going down in a 6. You see what seems to be a group of people, about 25 people, with one extra person in front of them on this small pedestal, which is again made of this whitish. Your vibrator's on, Josiah.
Not the vibrator.
You see all of them have what seem to be animal-like masks, but with bone, which seems to be like almost like the skeleton of an animal mask, as well as these sort of black robes over them. The one at the front has what seems to be this almost like a this sort of stag-like depictions with this sort of these deer-like mask with these large antlers going off. The others, there's what seems to be a few feline-looking masks of bone, as well as some bird-like ones. A multitude of different different sort of different sort of masks, all with a animalistic but skeletal-looking vibe.
Can I hear if that's what they're saying? If they're saying anything?
I'd say give me a perception check.
Okay, is that with the cat's perception? It wasn't not cat, but like the weird cat thing.
Yes, it would be. So go. Okay, well it's barely a roll. Go ahead and add a plus 11.
That's a 17.
Yeah. Okay.
That would have been a 2 if I hadn't gotten the cat thing.
Jesus. Okay, so it seems to be in the middle of what seems to be some form of sermon. You hear this stag-like person speaking outward, of going in this sort of this projecting sort of voice of, "The third is order. Is life but an ocean of disorder? This tsunami that leaves form in its wake. This cleansing tide of unholiness that gives way to the first step. Or is the term necessarily evil will come to your minds, and I do not blame you. But it will never come close. As all it is, and all it will ever be, is order, my brothers. As he begins speaking to individual members in this almost sermon-like fashion. Do you just continue listening?
Yeah, I just continue listening.
Okay. After sort of in interacting with the groups, sort of asking a few questions about sort of the structure of certain things and other things, he continue on. The fourth of them is the guise. The lack of form is the world's greatest heresy, as he says. But the concealment of one's true form is another sign of order. The order is form. The form is the structure, and the structure is all that will be left in the times to come, my brothers. For once the guise is ripped from the heretics, it will have nothing to hide, and it is true form that will be revealed, and what will be revealed will be pandemonium, my brothers. The destruction of all that is unholy and unright and unjust. As he again begins speaking with the rest of the people in front of him.
Okay. I'm gonna wait to see if they like stop talking at any point and like go and do something, because I want to see what they do if they go and do something.
Okay. They continue. They continue to.
Also mukbang.
They continue. He does one last grandiose portion of speaking. For, like this pedestal with this sort of book in front of it. You do notice. With the outside of the edges and the outsides of the book seem to be braced with this bone-like material. You do see after he has finished, the others sort of get on their knees and sort of clutching what seem to be these sort of amulets around their necks of these sort of different pieces of bone that seem to be stitched together in this circular pendant with what seem to be a small sort of type of like a skeletal creature. Some have stags on them, some have just sort of like what seems to be a human type skull sort of rendition on them. And after a while, they do sit in silence for a bit. Fuck off.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep on waiting to see if they like get up and do something.
After a good while
Sure.
of what seems to be praying, a few of the members begin to leave one by one, sort of going off sort of into the forest.
Okay.
And then
I'm gonna see what does the main guy do.
The main guy is staying there. He's closed over this book and is currently sort of putting it into his robes. And he's sort of going down to some of the members that are still there, sort of running a hand across the top of their robe as he's walking.
Weird.
And after a bit, a large group of them sort of get up and begin leaving. And they a few of them staying behind with the main guy, who they sort of taking off what seems to be the sort of glass cover over the torches, and they immediately as they sort of get put out, and they sort of taking the sort of podium and pedestal that he was standing on, and sort of going off into the forest.
Okay, at that point I'm gonna can I like try and use the telekinesis? Not telekinesis. Telepathy power that the cat.
Yeah. Okay.
had?
Yeah. You can, as you sort of like looking towards everyone else. Who are you trying to reach out to?
Malon.
Okay. That's good because it wouldn't have worked otherwise. Because the thing about it is it's a certain distance, but if another creature has also some form of telepathy, then that distance is extended. Because they meet in the middle almost. Don't you giggle at that. Don't giggle at that. Okay. So what do you say?
I say, it appeared to be some kind of cult. There was a man wearing a stag skull, standing on a podium, giving some sort of sermon, almost, that to a bunch of other people, also wearing different animal skulls, most of them birds or felines. Then, where they left and sort of packed up the podium and the torches.
Very well. Did they seem dangerous? No sacrifices.
No sacrifice or anything. It I mean, I am not really into all that religion stuff. All of it sounds weird to me, but it didn't necessarily sound much more weird than any other religion's sermons would.
Well, it is a cult. Come back. I don't exactly want to get caught up in something like that.
Yeah, I come back.
Okay.
Let's go join a cult.
All right. So as you all sort of as the Felix's form returns, Malon sort of also taking out the cocoon as he's back to his
I think we
normal
should make a cult.
height.
Cat god.
All right. Well, it was a cult.
About my brother, my normal.
This skeletal sort of bird-like and stag-like masks.
Want another one?
Yes. Didn't seem too violent, but I didn't get mixed up with anything like that. But, yes. I believe we should simply keep all away. We don't know anything about them, and... Well, you said they were wearing black, did you not, Felix? Felix?
Hi, I'm back. My dad was talking to me.
Okay, so...
What happened?
Yes.
What happened?
But I believe we should simply try to find a settlement somehow.
Yes, yes, I suppose that's best.
Any ideas?
Well, my sense of directions are awful. I couldn't find my way to a bakery every day. I made up that metaphor on the fly. Yeah.
Very well.
Hey, Tanbre, you would know what direction the exit of the cave was?
Back to the exit.
No, when we got out, what direction?
Well, it would be... Well, we would have head north to get through the Underlake, so we would be on the northern side of the mountain.
Alright.
So, I'm not really massively well versed with the outside of her, but I know that we're at least to the north. And Malon speaks up. Well, that does help, actually. I know your old friend, Naturalis, I believe his name was. The village that we took him to is not too far. Do we want to try to go there? The wood elves might not be too accommodating with us.
Well, I wouldn't know.
They've been reactive to people simply trotting into their home badly in the past, especially anybody who they count as heavy-footed. Which would be everyone with the possible exception of myself and Oberon and possibly Mistral.
Wait, I'm sorry, why are we the exception?
Elven.
We are not heavy-footed, as he put it.
Right.
Well, you do pass yourself as of elven kind.
Should I go for full elf, or will they be chill with the
That's
half elf?
they're more welcoming of the half-elven kind than most elves, especially more than the high elves. I'm more worried about our orcish friend.
I could try to stay as an animal, perhaps. How long would we be staying?
Well, that depends how long we would need to. This seems like more of a gamble than I'm willing to, especially while in possession of, as he sort of looks around a bit, especially in possession with cards.
Oh.
I say we pick up direction. We know what direction north is, more or less.
I will go wherever the rest of you choose.
Well then.
Wait, who has the cards right now?
Now on.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Should we deal with that?
Oh, the cards? Well, I'd be happy to get them off of my person. I don't like the weight on my belt, so to speak. Well, we've not got much else to be doing, so we might as well have that conversation. As Malon sort of sits down by the tree and sort of, as he waves his hands, a bit of the wet ground sort of dries out a bit by bit. So, should we explain what this is before anything else?
Yes, I believe for the uninitiated that would be very useful.
Yes, I suppose.
Yeah.
Have any of you heard of the Deck of Many Things?
No.
If you don't know whether your character would or would not, it doesn't massively matter. But you can roll a history check if you want to.
I don't think so.
No, okay. Well, what about you, Rory?
Only what you've told me,
Right.
that it's very dangerous.
Indeed, it is. This, as he sort of slightly pats the pouch on his belt very attentively, is a deck of cards that looks rather inconspicuous. And it's a deck of cards, why would it look conspicuous? But the problem is, there are a selection of cards inside it, and every card in this deck can do something in the real world. The issue is what that they can do. These cards can gift you a weapon greater than your imagination can wonder. Or they could destroy everything. I don't know completely what this thing can do, not the specifics, but I could know that this deck of cards could possibly end the world. And we found it.
So now, of course, the question is, who should take it? Now, I'm off the tables because of my patron. Malon doesn't want to take it. So that's with us out of the question.
I'm out of the question because after the amount of time I've been alive, I've picked up a lot of enemies that would be very interested in something like this, and they could, if they wanted to, magically spy on me.
Who?
I have not been alive long enough to pick up such enemies. So, there would be no one spying on me, but I'm not sure that I would wish to take it.
Yes,
No,
I believe it'd be best if it was someone who've known a bit longer than you.
Yeah. No offense.
No offense, of course, but
Yes.
Me personally, I take offense over on.
Yes, I understand that sentiment.
I believe that we can all agree that Rory is probably a little too immature to take it. And
Not
Harry.
true.
Fuck, who's Harry? Shit. Mistral. Well, I would argue after the revelation about her god, it would seem that a similar thing to my patron could apply to her.
As far as I know, she doesn't really have much interest in that. I mean, we don't really communicate with each other. Not even when I'm giving her the soul for our end of the deal. Just kind of
Mitchell,
here you go.
everyone has a want for that. Any higher being would want it. There would be none, I believe, that could exist without having a slight temptation towards it at least. And if they do, I would very much like to be aware of it, because I would suggest that we find a way to get them the cards.
Well, that only leaves, 4 people, I guess.
Daniels.
No.
Daniels is off the table.
Daniels.
Tenebrae is off the table.
I'm sorry, what were we talking about?
It's fine. It's fine, Daniels.
Daniels and Tenebrae are definitely. I don't think.
After you told me what that thing can do, I don't think I particularly want to have anything to do with that.
Yeah,
that's why all of those reasons are why I believe the best person to take it would be you, Spencer. And I kind of turn to Spencer.
Spencer also has people hunting him. I also have some people hunting me.
I don't think you know that.
Might I make it?
Yeah, we don't know that.
Yeah.
Didn't we? Oh, I don't know that. I'm sorry, no, I don't know that. You know that from when Kip died, though?
Yeah.
Because the person yelled at Spencer.
Yeah. I would have to second his opinion. As someone of a more druidic path, you seem to have a good head on your shoulders.
I don't see why not.
Think about the amulet in my pocket.
Spencer, are you comfortable to take the deck? I do not mean comfortable as in cozy, happy with a fireplace at home. I mean, do you bear significant objection to it?
Not significant. If I am the only proper option, I should take it.
Spencer, can I ask you a question? A serious one. Back in the Underdark when we were fighting those people. Oh wait, no, I can't use that as an example. Hang on. If we were ever put in a situation where you had to choose between protecting the cards and protecting the rest of us, would you be willing to leave the fights, leave us there and get away?
No. I'm done running from fights.
I can respect that.
Might I make
I
a
would hope
suggestion?
that no one here would. Well, I honestly hope it, but I have a feeling that no one here would want to make that choice.
No.
I have a proposition,
And what is
and
that?
I do not know whether you will like it. I understand excessively at the moment, and I understand that.
Say again, you cut
I
out.
have known. I understand that you all do not trust me for an eye on. Can I use human
You're
time?
crying out so much.
Discord says I've got perfect ping, so I don't understand what's going on.
I don't know.
You're still in Bowden. I shouldn't have said that. This is.
Yes, Fisker, dox me to the wider internet. Yes. It's
You
not
can
like
cut it
You've
out.
already done that, though, I'm pretty sure.
Not to the wider
Yeah,
internet. To you guys, we have doxed ourselves, not to the wider internet.
Well,
not that
we
I give a
get-
fuck, because
I
that's like-
mean, what's the matter?
Can
They
we
know
see-
that
can
you
we
live
see
in
the-
Babylon.
can
What
we
are they
see
gonna
the
do with
map
that
band?
info?
Yeah, what
There's
are they
also,
gonna
like-
do when I say that you live in Babylon?
I mean, Babylon's a really big place. Even if they go there, it's not like they're gonna find you.
Back to D&D.
Mm-hmm.
Quite honestly, I don't care if you dox me.
Okay, Josiah's
My-
user tag is.
Oh my fucking god, John, he's trying to speak.
Hey.
Thank you. Okay. Now, for about the 5th time. I understand that you do not necessarily trust me, and that is perfectly reasonable. You have barely known me. I would like to make the suggestion that we review this decision in a few months when you have had the opportunity to gain my trust, if I am able to do that. And then we can review, because I am currently aware of no one who wishes to find me, shall we say, and therefore I believe that please with me. However, I understand you're not wanting me to take it.
I also have no one directly hunting me right now.
Aren't you?
Well, yes,
Besides
but
the entire
now
dragon
both of
Ball
you are.
race.
Yeah, they're not
Terribly sorry.
going out with the Dragonborn Kingdom right now. Like,
I can understand where you're coming from, Oberon, though this is a decision that I believe should be unanimous, and trusting a god-killing weapon to a stranger we met but a day ago seems ill-advised. I'm sure you can understand, though my vote as well goes with Spencer.
I will cast my vote alongside Malon.
I'm sorry, Spencer. I know you would be the best carrier to have. Don't give me that face. I know you would be the most logical person to carry the cards. However, like you said, you wouldn't be able to put their priority over our lives. And I feel like
And
if
you
this
could.
deck of cards is as powerful as you say it is, that should take priority over a group of us. And to answer your question, Milan, personally, I don't think I want that in my head either.
So who do you believe?
If I had the choice, I would say you, but you don't want them.
I have made far too many enemies. If even one of them knew about this, then no matter how hard we tried, we would all die and we would lose the cards. Unless we can find a way to have something to avoid spying on us, then I do not believe I am the correct choice. I can understand where you're coming from, but I also say that I would also find the decision difficult to abandon all of you. I think I could force myself to, if it came to it, and protecting the cards, but I don't believe that would last long considering the enemies that I've made. Even if I did make it out and none of you did.
And we split the deck.
I believe splitting the deck
Like
would have.
drawing half the deck.
Yeah, I believe splitting the deck would have somewhat of the effect of drawing from the deck possibly greater consequences, and I think that would be
The
very
way that I know
advised.
that these work,
Draw half the deck.
If a card leaves its confines of the deck, then it activates. I know that there is something to do with the intention of drawing so many cards. So if you go to draw from the deck with the intention of drawing 3 cards, you have to draw that amount of cards.
Oof.
And if you draw more?
If you draw more, then you draw more. There are a few cards that negate this effect I'm aware of, but I do not know exactly what they do, but I know one of them can have possibly calamitous consequences.
I think we're all in agreement that nobody should draw from the deck.
I do not believe it would be wise. While it would be true that... Well, it would be true, the more cards you draw, the higher the likelihood is that you get a worse card. I don't think it would be necessarily worth it if we drew a card. Considering what these things could do. So, I will go around the group. So, your vote?
Well, yes, I would say Spencer's the best choice.
Oberon, your vote?
I will cast my vote with whoever Malon gets.
I believe you should choose who you believe.
I, as you have all made very clear, have no eye on 30 hours.
Say again, you're dropping out.
I have known this group for 30 to 40 hours and therefore cannot decide.
That is fair enough. Mistral, and your vote?
I'm sorry. I'm gonna abstain from voting. I believe that he would be the best option, but I can't.
Then it is
I
a
can't
vote
give
for
him my
me.
vote. Yeah,
If
it's a
that is
vote
what
for
you
you.
would vote for, then it is a vote for me. Tereth, your vote?
I don't know any of you well enough. Spencer seems like a logical choice. I don't know what would happen when it came to a life or death situation, but yes,
Would you say that would be a vote for Spencer then?
yes, I think so.
Tenebrae, what about you? I don't know anyone. I'll go with Tereth. Very well. Rory?
Yeah, I guess Spencer.
And Daniels, are you listening?
What?
I don't think he should.
No.
Nah.
Don't worry, Malon. Don't worry, Daniels.
I don't think Malon's vote would change it either, but no, not Malon.
My vote would not change it, though I will say I believe that Spencer might be a more logical choice, though I have to say Spencer. Who do you vote, and if you will, will you be willing to take possession of the deck of many things?
I will. Yes.
Nolan walks over to you. Your hand, please. As he carefully unhooking the pouch he currently has, pulling out the pouch of the deck of many things as he places it in your hand. Do you have somewhere safe to keep it?
It depends on what's safe.
Somewhere that someone would not easily look? Somewhere that it cannot be easily pickpocketed?
I put it down in my trousers.
Somewhere that not a single card will fall out?
Just walking around like the most powerful item in your pants.
Is that a deck of many things in your pants? Are you just happy to see me?
However, it is quite easy to pickpocket should you enter a brothel of any sort.
The many different varieties of brothel.
Well, yeah, you could go to a posh brothel,
A ship
brothel on a pirate ship, a brothel on a ship that's not a pirate ship.
True. There are those three distinct
Um,
types.
Do you have like a link to cloth or something?
Don't forget a brothel on a ship that used to not be a pirate ship, but has since been stolen by pirates.
Shut up, Felix.
I think it may be worth buffing up Spencer a bit when we next have a chance.
Have you seen the lad?
You're already pretty buff.
With magic stuff,
What do you believe we should do then? Buffing him up doesn't exactly... I'm not sure what that means. Am I just being old?
Maybe
You guys are having.
buy some magic items for
I
Spencer
see.
when we next.
Also, Fisker, I would say you do have a bit of a length of cloth.
Okay, I want to like wrap it around to make sure none of the cards would fall out.
Okay, you bind it pretty well.
I'll just safe. Maybe if we do find a settlement, we can find something more secure. But for now, I can.
No. As he sort of unstraps the sort of pouch he did have it in from his belt. Maybe. Touching it towards the front side of current garment might work, considering your current lack of a shirt. Are you cold, by the way?
I'm used to it.
Can I please take a thing of rope, just give it to Spencer, and kind of like gesture for him to tie it around his waist, like on the inside of his pants though? And then take out a little bag. It's like a little bag from my bag. Just dump the contents into the bigger bag or whatever. Put the cards in that, and then attach the bag to the rope. You don't have to just directly shove it in your pants where it could like pull down your leg sleeve.
Okay, I'll say that you can do that. Does he consent to it?
Sure.
Okay, so as you sort of see Mistral moving over with this length of rope, she sort of ties it sort of around your waist underneath the waistband of your as then she attaches it to the inside of that.
What are you doing, Step Mistral?
Oh god.
It gets a bit close, but it like nothing happens. Nothing
Don't
terrible.
worry, I'll make sure to keep your virtue intact.
I don't know. The edges of the card box can be a bit. Well, edge. Pointy?
Well, let's hope it doesn't go off then, shall we?
Just accidentally summons a demon in your pants.
It's not a demon in your pants, you're just happy to see me. The real question is, as a orcish one moment, as an orcish druid, is he wearing underwear?
God, I hope so.
That has lived his life in the forest a good time. Is he wearing underpants? That's just an incubus or a succubus, thanks. I think that's literally what those are. But anyway, so is he just free balling?
Sure.
Alright, as you're hooking it, you come to a dawning realization, Mistral.
Mistral's eyes kind of go wide, and she kind of just like looks away, tying, not looking at what she's tying. Probably accidentally tied her finger to it in the process.
Yeah, your finger gets stuck in the middle of it, and it's really awkward as you sort of pull it back, and it's like you have to untie it and then tie it back.
They're all just kind of covers Rory's eyes, like.
Malon covers Daniel's eyes.
I'll cover Tenebrae's eyes.
What is going on? Why? I'm not complaining. I like the dark, but why is your hand so cold?
Is my hand cold?
You're soaked all the way through. You're all cold.
Oh, okay. Thought about that. Wait,
well, it's tight. Nice package? I don't know what you're supposed to say after seeing something like that.
I didn't say you saw it, okay? You inferred that.
Yeah, no, you didn't. You never saw it. You just
No. She hasn't. Like, if she said she has, she has.
Oh no.
I thought she did.
Fisk,
I thought
roll
she
for
did.
penis size. D10.
Wait, didn't we
No,
determine
D12.
a way to do
D12.
that
D12.
to go?
Roll a
That's
D12.
not how you do it.
Yeah, it is.
Like,
No,
no,
it's
you roll
like
4d4s because D12 means you can have one.
It's 4 plus
Roll
D8 is what it is.
Oh, right.
Why
Wait.
are we doing this?
Okay, roll a
Can I
D8
just
and then you
take
add it
back
with a
my
+4
sentence?
modifier. Okay.
I
mean, it's
me,
more fun
Felix,
with a
and John have
D12.
done this enough.
It's more fun with a
no,
D12.
wasn't it 3d4?
We did 3d4, but
Yeah, 3d4
a
plus
d8
something.
plus 4 works as well.
I think Nova should choose because he's the DM.
3-4 might be better, actually, yeah.
3d4. Go with a 3d4.
Where's
I can't
Alright, make sure to
believe
roll
that,
this.
like, I
Write this
can
down,
say
guys.
I've done
Make
that
sure
in
to
the
write this
past.
down, guys.
What his size is or what everyone?
No. Just one person. Just one person.
Wait.
This is every time you encounter a dick.
Okay.
The person, if they have not.
Where is the rest of my?
We could all already
No, don't predetermine. Don't predetermine. Make sure to write this down on your character sheet on your about stuff.
I'm just gonna say, no matter how good you guys think it is, Mistrals can always be better.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like that.
That is
3, did you
amazing.
say?
I just saw Fisker turned into Nova. Because
Why?
Felix turned his camera on and then Nova was just in the place Fisker was.
It's like,
So I was like, is Nova at Fisker's house? What?
Wait, guys. Technically, you can only change into something that has the same arrangement of limbs as you, unless that's just disguised person. That might actually just be disguised person.
Might be disguised person.
That's just disguised person.
Did you say 3d4?
No, as a main thing,
Yes, 3d4.
It's just one of the
What'd you
things
get?
that you can
What's this one? Oh, okay. That's a 7.
Oh, okay. Not bad. Is what you
2 3s and 1.
Okay. You as you sort of as the glimpse you catch, it's how do I say this without getting this age stage? Quite the handful. Anyway,
Now that it's become canon, what she
Where's
said,
Hansa?
then I'm not taking that back. She awkwardly says, nice, yeah, I already said it before, I'm not gonna say it again.
say it again.
Say it again.
say it again.
Nice talk.
Do it.
Nice guy.
Nice cock, bro.
Package? I don't know what you're supposed to say in these situations.
Terribly sorry. What is going on?
Nothing.
I'm gonna just walk away.
How about you say nothing?
I'm sorry, I haven't seen many in my life. I don't know how I'm supposed to respond to seeing one by accident. I thought you were wearing underpants.
Okay, let's see what we're working with.
Everybody's face when we realize
No.
that.
Nice.
Like,
God's sake, you had to play that. Okay. Anyway, so after that, as both Mistral and Spencer both walk in opposite directions, now that we've figured out who's going to be holding the Doomsday weapon, should we head out? It's, well, our day is still young after all. We have slept.
If there was a
I thought you were
corner-
gonna say we slept.
If there was a corner in the forest, I would be standing facing the corner.
Yeah, you find a tree.
Just find a
I'm
tree
gonna
and just
yell
walk
out,
in that.
I'm sorry.
Okay. So, do you all just pick a direction and go?
Yeah, all in different directions.
Yeah. Just pick a random direction each.
Like, I'm gonna walk northwest.
Malin
walking
walks
southwest.
northwest.
I'm gonna walk northwest.
No.
Yeah.
Northwest doesn't work.
No, it doesn't.
North.
I walk at a 69-degree angle away from north towards the east.
So that's
What's your
over
intelligence?
50%.
Could you work that out?
14.
So
maybe?
that's like what? East by northeast almost?
Nearly.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Pretty much, yeah.
Anyway. Do you all follow behind Malon?
No.
He's sort of yelling over to both. Spencer, come on. Mistral, come on.
Right.
I'd say daylight's burning, except it's night time, I think, and it's shitting and pissing with rain, not shitting. That would be hail.
Shitting with rain.
It's shitting with rain.
Shitting with rain.
It's shitting with rain.
That's snowing.
Hey,
That's what snowing is. Oh, I guess that's coming with snow.
Yes, what is it?
Don't suppose those cocoons are reusable, so I can turn into something really small and curl up into a really dark. Okay.
Do you actually want to?
Yes. I don't. I would prefer to get swallowed up by the earth, but I don't think that's possible.
As he sort of,
You
as
say to the
your
if you
form,
like.
as you then feel a hand sort of scoop up your now squirrel form. As
I'm gonna take this.
Say again.
I'm gonna take this as an opportunity to long rest, so I don't get any more points of exhaustion.
Yeah, you know, you can certainly try. As he sort of, right. Probably should have asked where you wanted to go first. Well, if I have my hood up, you can at least have somewhere dry. There you go. As he sort of throwing his hood up, he sort of.
She's gonna wrap her tail around his neck so she doesn't fall, but not in a way that's gonna strangle him. Just as a
Yeah, you get quite comfy. After a bit, like his neck was quite cold at first, but after a bit of walking, it warms up. It's quite nice.
It doubles up as a scarf.
Paris, the squirrel scarves.
Yep. I'm gonna say roll of cool, and I'll say that he. No, yeah, I'm just gonna leave that. So as you all continue. No, because it was literally just at some point she turns back human. So I'll say you all walk for about 3/4 of an hour. When in the distance you see what seems to be a break in the tree line. Right, I can see something ahead. And carrying on, you'll see in the distance what seems to be, on the edge of the forest, a town. A good few lights dotting the streets, a few people who seem to be bundling themselves up, running across the streets, getting into their houses and things. It's relatively small. It seems to be a lumber town, with this river that runs next to it and through the town a bit, where you see these sort of two what seem to be lumber mills practically side by side. Malon's sort of kind of scowls slightly looking at it, but continues. Well, let's hope there's a tavern or something. As he begins walking in As you see this town, a lot of the roads are lightly cobbled. They're not well done at all, just enough for horses to be able to efficiently travel on. You see the houses around are mostly made of wood with a somewhat minimal amount of stone in them. There are still a few, there's a few houses that have more stone than others. And you see inside there seems to be quite warm inside. These sort of curtains sort of drawn over, stopping people from looking in, but with what seems to be fireplaces roaring.
Really nice.
As you continue into the town, it's not massive in the slightest. It's enough to have a few twists and turns in it, and you do finally see in the distance what seems to be a somewhat larger building, though you can't exactly make out what it is currently.
Alright.
I'm assuming you're all going towards it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. As you all head towards it, you do see this rather strange sort of depiction of what seems to be a crane with its neck looking upwards, and next to it on this sign seems to be a sign saying "The Crooked Crane." And you see the door closed, but you can see inside it's quite well lit with a few individuals drinking and soaking off the rain. Alright, come on, let's get in, let's get warm.
Aye. It's been a long time.
And as you all enter, dripping wet and freezing, as a short, what seems to be ginger halfling, who seems to be standing on a stool behind the counter, who was talking to one of the men who was drinking, was, "Oh, right, bloody hell, right. Come on, dry yourselves off. What can I get yous?" As you all sort of siphon in.
So it was a towel or something. It's just a figure of speech, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a figure of speech.
Yeah.
As she's sort of smiling at you with this sort of pleasant grin. Sort of mess of ginger hair on top of her head as she's wearing what seems to be this these sort of quite normal clothes, this sort of this sort of type of sort of blouse-like shirt with relatively normal trousers with this pendant going around her neck, which seems to be just this piece of sort of hempen string with this sort of stone in the middle of it, which seems to be in a ring.
Can I get a shot of something to warm me up? And a hot chocolate for the bird.
Righty then, that'll come to about 2 silver. Something to warm you up, you say? I think I got something for you.
And a hot chocolate for the bird.
Yeah.
What do you want, Tenebrae?
Some tea would be nice. Herbal tea. That would be lovely. And she sort of
Herbal
looks
tea?
at it. She sort of looks at him, eyes wide and slightly, and then goes back to normal. Righty then.
Edgy, can you spike my hot chocolate?
No. Do not spike the hot chocolate.
With just anything. Like, anything will do.
She
You're
looks
not allowed to
she looks at you.
Water.
She looks at you. gives you a bit of a wink, and then looks at you. Gives you a look of, I got you.
Can I?
Terith, she looks at you as I got you, and she gives Rory a bit of a wink. I thought I should.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna feed the child alcohol.
As anything else for you?
I kind of like kind of put my hand up, revealing that I've just been behind the bar, and I kind of put my hand up and say, what spirits do you have?
Well, we've not got everything, but there's quite a few there in our selection. After all, this place is full of fucking alcoholics, isn't it? As one of the men at the bar just groans at her, just. Let's see. I've got some quite strong but expensive stuff up the top there. I have to get my husband to get it down because, of course, he puts them up there. Got the middle shelf stuff. We've got some strong stuff in there, and then we've got some ales and ciders to boot. Got some nice ales and ciders and some cheaper stuff. Whatever you fancy.
Have a really tall elf to help you get it down.
As Malon simply bowing slightly. As she goes.
Am I normal again?
Actually no, it's not necessarily been. It's getting close, but this sort of this squeaking comes from behind Malon's sort of neck as he sort of. My apologies. And she says, while we do have a policy against pets inside, that is for more larger, as Malon sort of chuckles, going, what about friends, as he sort of takes you out and then places you on the floor, and then the flick of his finger, you back up, sopping wet, as, my, we've got some, practitioners of the arts, do we? As she sort of leans in towards Malon.
Can I make an insight?
Anyway, about my drink. Yes. Could I have? Could I have a just something that's not too strong and not too expensive?
Not too expensive. God, anything else?
Can I make an insight check on the look that she gave Tenebrae to see if she knows who he is and has been alerted to look out for a drow?
Yeah, go ahead.
Insight. Ooh, nice. 19, so that's a 21.
Okay. The look she gave seemed a bit more of a surprise than anything else. You imagine that maybe it could have been that she simply hadn't seen much of Drow before.
Alright, I'm just checking that there isn't, a bounty out on his head.
Mm. Yeah, as he says, right, so we've got a hot chocolate, something to warm you up, some herbal tea, just something to drink for a goblin fellow there, and anything else for the rest of you?
Anything strong.
Anything strong? How much are you willing to pay?
First round's on me, guys. Go nuts.
Could I change my order?
Yes.
Can we get? Can we get a tray of meat?
I would actually like a shot of vodka in my hot chocolate. Don't make
you
it
are
anything.
5. I'm sorry, miss. Can you please not defeat the 5-year-old?
No. I trust me, Aracocras, they mature at 5. Trust me, okay?
So
can we get
we've got someone buying the first round. That's good. We've got some. As she sort of winks at you, Rory, hot chocolate. With a bit of with a smile, and she says,
You better get it right, because that's not what. If Mistral's paying for it, you know.
I'm gonna lean in towards a lady. Just please Please don't give her alcohol. Kids,
She
she's a bird.
she also leans in. Don't worry, I've been dealing with these types of people all my life. I've got something to make it taste like it, but not affect. Don't worry.
It's basically just making the hot chocolate taste badder. Well, I'm gonna
taste alcoholic, yeah.
Yeah, but
the bit. Okay.
Also, don't add vodka, you heathen. Add Amarillo.
No, I had vodka.
You say that as if you're a person
I'm
who
with
drinks
the
alcohol on the
vodka.
regular. Okay. Alright, so
Rory
as
does
she
not
says,
know what that
right,
is.
and something I'm assuming expensive, considering your friend is paying.
can we get a little bit of food? Maybe a platter of meat
Of
and
course,
cheese.
we'll sort out the drinks, then we'll get you some food. You, Mr. Orkish, Orkish man, terribly sorry. What's your name?
You can call me Spencer.
Ah, Spencer, nice to meet you. So, what can I get you specifically? Something more expensive, or just something strong?
Oof.
Or would you like a bit of a surprise?
Sure.
Lovely. Anything else for all of you?
I'd like a surprise too.
You'll certainly be getting a surprise. What about you over there, Mr. Blonde Hair? As Malon sort of, as she looking at Malon as he speaks up. Do you have any elven wine? And she says, I should have some in the back. It's often that it is rather expensive, as you may know, though. I think I can give you a discount.
Oh shit.
Oh.
What? Okay, she's a halfling. And excuse you, Felix.
No, I'm so confused.
It has nothing to do with
so
D&D. That's not
confused.
I'm the
You sent me a
subreddit,
message and I'm so
called
confused. I had to ask, maybe one of you guys might know.
Okay. So as then she looks over towards you, Oberon. And what about you?
I should like some. Do you have port?
Port?
Some sorts. Fortified.
Well, we certainly do.
Could I have a?
You cut out. You said, "Can I have a?"
Fuck's sake! Can I have a bottle, please? I swear to God, I want to actually.
A bottle. All right. It'll cost you a bit more. Do you want it nice stuff, or do you want middle?
Nice.
Very well. All right. And what can I get you for food? We've not got much in terms of fish, but we have steaks, porks.
Do you have something that we could all like share?
Anything plant-based?
Yes,
What about a hot
certainly do. We certainly have we have vegetarian options. Don't worry about that.
Meat vodka.
Oh god.
I admire it.
Rory, one day I will sit down and chat with you and explain to you how one actually makes vodka.
You will eat a cat with me? That's what I heard from you right there. I think cats are going to be doing more of eating me, to be honest, but you know.
I will
Sure.
explain to you how vodka one day, and you shall understand that it is not made from steak.
Meat vodka.
Yes,
comment that I'm offering.
In regards to you, your question, Mr. Dragonborn, I could get you all a communal sort of a dinner that you can all sort of take of. It'll be a bit costly, but I can certainly do
You
that.
have hot pot.
Do I have what?
Hot pot.
Hot pot?
Yes.
The fuck is a hot pot? Alex doesn't know.
Hang on, let me send you a picture.
Isn't it just like
Hot pot is
a
when-
bunch of
Hot pot.
stuff inside a pot?
I swear hot pot is weird scat shit, I swear.
Isn't it? Hot pot is probably.
Oh, it's like. Hang on.
Val, have you ever seen Two Girls, One Cup?
Yeah,
No, no, no! Do not bring that up. Have you ever seen One Man, One...
No, let's keep going. No. As Molon also speaking up, I would put like a vegetarian option if that would be fine. I'm assuming you want as well, Spencer.
Aye.
Yes, vegetarian option for me and my half-orc friend. As she's sort of again leaning in, that I can do. As she's sort of again writing it down.
Could we just get like a big platter and then have vegetarian bits on it and like other bits and other bits, and then all just eat from one thing? It'll save like an hour.
If you would all like that, that can certainly be done. It would be a bit, as I said, a bit costly, but I can get you all a selection of different foods.
Weigh in if it's too much.
That'll be up to your friend. If they're just taking the round, which of the alcohol, if they're taking payment completely. Anyway, if that would be all that you would all like, then that can certainly be done.
Didn't even ask me what I wanted to drink. No, it's fine. I did a magic scroll trick.
Okay. I actually think she did. Did she? Okay.
Too busy flirting with my D&D boyfriend. It's fine.
Okay. As she says, right, is that everyone?
Well,
that's everything.
oh, we didn't buy Daniel anything.
That doesn't matter, John.
Hi, can I get some milk, please? Certainly can.
Well, keeping track of our NPCs is hard.
Yeah, it is. And I'm the DM. All right. Does Mistral say anything when the lady says, "Is that everything?"
No, she's gonna retain her thoughts that Paris voiced out loud.
Okay. Right. That will come to. Let me just write it down. Plus everything else. That will be 5 gold pieces. Sorry for the extortionate prices there. Elven wine is expensive, and so
look
is
to the side and try to laugh.
Yes.
Do you have rooms here by any chance?
We do have rooms here, yes. We have 2 types of room. We have the upstairs more pricey, the downstairs more affordable.
I'll take my own room upstairs.
Room it?
Can I get a double room upstairs? Like 2 beds in one room.
All right, you want a twin? Yes. Okay. Upstairs.
Double
Okay.
bed.
I'm saying this as Paris. Can we twin bed the rooms? Can we like dorm rooms like camp? It's cool. It'll be fun, guys. It'll be great.
Totally. Because we haven't just spent the last 3 days sleeping together.
We can draw straws to match up who's gonna be sharing a room with who. It'll be great.
Nah.
You want to stay in character?
If you say that in character,
if you do that in character, Cyril will probably go along with it, but he's not going to. He wouldn't bring that idea up himself.
No.
Hey guys, what if we share rooms? 2 beds, 1 room. We could like draw
there are
sticks.
9 of us.
One person, whoever gets the longest stick, gets to have a room by themselves.
I kind of look at Tenebrae, kind of like
Prices.
Depending how long you're staying, if for one night, it'll be about For the upstairs room, it will be about 5 silver a person. The twin rooms are 1 gold.
Why is that more?
Why is a twin room more than a single room?
Because
Oh,
it's
wait, no, that
large,
makes sense.
because it's larger.
No, that does make sense. It should be like 7, 8 though.
Just saying, rooms here, if there's 2 beds and it's 1 room, they're cheaper. But I understand where you're coming from, and you're the DM, so we will stick with your price.
Okay, let me look on my fucking thing then, because I haven't had that open.
No, it's fine. You're the DM. You can
services,
make
one
the price
moment.
whatever you want.
If it's 2 beds in 1 room, it'd be slightly cheaper, but not much cheaper than 2
Okay,
rooms.
so
Okay,
Yeah, I'll click them off.
Okay, I'm gonna retcon real quick. So the upstairs rooms are 2 gold pieces a room, and it's depend. There's double beds and there's also twinned beds. If needed, how many rooms are you looking for?
Can I have 1 twinned?
Certainly.
Guys, let's quit it. It'll be fun. We'll give an opportunity to kind of like.
I can just see Tenebrae shaking at the idea of having to
Tenebrae can either Tenebrae can stay with you then, Tara, that's fine. Unless he gets draws a stick and he matches with Daniels, because he got along well with Daniels, and I think he could use some friends. Those will be the only 2 people that are allowed to share a room with Tenebrae. How does that sound? You or Daniels?
Okay.
I will go along.
Is this actually happening?
That doesn't matter.
You shared a room before, Milan.
Yes,
Calm
yes,
down.
though that was a garden, not exactly a room, but well. Fine, I'll play along.
I'm probably slightly drunk now, but not like properly.
You haven't had your drink yet. See,
It was
still at the counter.
You're still at the counter, like working out how many rooms you're gonna need.
I thought we were like part through the meal.
How many rooms are you going to need?
Could we come to you later on that one?
Of course, when I bring your food over, I'll come with that question. All right. If we take those chairs in the corner, don't mind. 1 moment. Hey!
You have one with the booth?
Guys.
Guys.
Yeah, if you would like certainly. It's just if you go over there, don't mind those
I'm not
fucking
even
drunkards.
listening.
She points over
Not
to
even
the.
listening,
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry.
You see a.
I immediately slouch onto it and start like sleeping.
Guys, if there's an odd number, we can always let Daniel sleep on the floor.
Yeah, very gracious
We could
of
be
her.
kind to Daniel and give him own.
Alright.
Also, what do you mean 9 people? Who are all 9 people? Because I counted up 8, unless I'm forgetting someone.
Manon, Tenebrae, Daniels, Tereth, Rory, Mistral.
I forgot Rory, that's who.
Cyril, Oberon, and Spencer. It's 9.
Okay.
Right, so as...
It made a wheel.
Alright. So, Malon sort of, using his sort of bracelet as he sort of grows individual sort of small pieces of twig, and sort of all of different lengths, as then he sort of shuffles them all and then hands them to you, Mistral.
Okay, I'm just gonna share my screen so that I'm not cheating.
I trust you, but sure.
Oh, we're actually drawing short straw.
Yeah,
How do we do this?
I'm spinning a wheel.
So it's one person with another person.
We know when you're in. I can do it.
Yeah, I'm in.
We'll decide for you.
We'll decide for you. Log in to save wheels. Embed wheel.
Okay, just
Okay.
Alright.
So the first person is Aerith.
Tereth.
He is sharing.
Tereth, yes.
Tereth, yes.
I don't care. He's sharing with me.
Tereth is sharing.
At least it's not Tenebrae.
Yeah, but
Do those get removed from the wheel?
Okay, then
Can you
Tenebrae
remove
sharing
them?
with Daniels
right,
then.
No, because that doesn't make no. You can't remove it yet in case. Oh yeah, I guess Tenebrae and Daniels
Yeah,
can go
then
together.
it's Tenebrae and
Yeah.
Daniels all together then.
So remove Tanner.
That means I don't get to find out what's in his tiny care package.
Okay, fine. Do you want to be the
Maybe
two of
Daniels
you?
will tell you.
No, I don't really care.
I think because you wanted to find out about that, and it does make sense that you guys are. He's the only one that you're the only one he feels comfortable with. Do you want to just have you two separate?
Yeah, so then I guess
Can
Mistral's
Daniels
with
be on his
Daniels.
own just because?
I'm just gonna re-roll.
I mean, out of character.
Yeah, just remove us, re-roll it, and remove Daniels. Daniels can be on his own.
And Tereth.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, no, like.
I think
No,
Daniels
we don't-
has less
Daniels.
opportunity to play progression amongst.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea, so we can actually have like character development and everything. Also, if any of you want us to
sorry?
stop anytime soon, because it is 9, do tell me.
Yeah, I would like to stop fairly soon, but we can carry we'll carry on going until like this night's over or something, I guess.
Okay, you okay with
Carry on
that?
going
everyone?
until the meal is over. That individual.
Okay.
That'll be.
I've put Tereth
Yeah,
and
true.
Tenebrae together.
Okay.
Any other changes I should make before I finalize the wheel?
Probably not.
Yeah,
We're
you
putting
need to do a
Daniel's
separate
final
one for my sword. Someone gets to sleep with just my sword.
No, leave the sword with Daniel.
Okay.
Don't torture Daniel.
That's so mean.
Daniels would be
That's
so
horrible.
boring to
Imagine if they just
sword
became
dodge.
friends,
Yeah.
and then like
Daniels would be so
became
boring. He's
evil.
always happy. Like that's boring for.
Okay, so then is
Right.
Daniel getting
No,
the
no,
one
no,
free room
Dude,
with
I
him and the
assure you the sword would love to laugh at how stupid he is.
Yeah.
Alright, come on, speed it up a little bit, speed it up a little bit.
The whole
Are we
entire
putting
night was.
Daniel in
we'll
his
click on
own
the
room or
wall.
not?
Yes.
That's
Yeah,
up to
because
you
it won't
guys.
allow for just
Yeah, okay.
for like making it more fun.
Yeah, okay.
Not because it makes sense in lore, but just because it's more fun.
Can't decide. We'll decide for you.
I love that.
Okay, so
Okay.
it is,
So-
by the way, someone write this down.
No, it's still going. It's still going. There was just a little bit of internet lag.
Oberon,
Oberon.
Okay, Oberon.
is with
I think it's what. Ooh.
Is that
Malon.
Malon.
Oh.
Fun?
Elf chat.
Okay.
Elf banter.
Mistral, I'm stealing him.
No. I called dibs.
Unlike you, I'm actually an elf.
Low blow.
It is
Oh,
Mistral
blow.
alongside
Oh.
Ben-
Fine,
oh
Spencer.
no.
Oh.
It's me and Rory.
Yes!
And
that's gonna be so
Rosa.
That
And-
means
and-
the
and
swords
Rosa and the
get to
swords.
hang out.
Felix
That
is
means
gonna
the
be.
swords get to
Cyril's
chill
gonna
and
be
vibe
drunk.
together.
Oh my god! Mistral and Spencer are gonna be
Felix.
so awkward!
Yeah.
Hi.
I know I need to
you were
just roleplay our
everything.
sword.
Okay, so as
They're both played by Nova though. That's just a Nova role.
We'll just sit there in the corner.
Session, so it makes
Can I
sense.
just ask Nova?
Yeah.
Was there any like a church or chapel or anything?
You see what in this town?
Yeah.
You see what seems to be a very small church. It's barely a church, really. Sort of like where the children are baptized and stuff like that.
Okay.
But anyway, as you all begin picking the twigs, So what they are is they're like twigs are like identical lengths, but one is larger than the others, and so the people with the identical lengths go together.
Oh.
That's what I'm going with. And the first one that does come is as everyone sort of picking one, the pairings of Mistral and Spencer, Syl and Rory, Tereth and Tenebrae, and Oberon and Malon are picked. Daniel's picking the longest straw, sort of. Wait, does that mean I get a room of my own?
Yeah.
You can have one of
Get a
the
room
cheap
of your own.
rooms.
Wow, that's
Sort of
awesome.
like slightly mockingly trying to.
He doesn't notice. He doesn't notice. Well then, this was very entertaining. Our food should be as the dwarven, not dwarven, the halfling lady, along with the help of what seems to be a halfling man with sort of this chestnut sort of hair and this sort of curly sort of beard that seems to be sort of just strapping the underside of his chin, and he's a bit portly. Sort of walking over, carrying what seems to be a large selection of different sort of breads, meats, vegetables, and things like that, as well as 2 plates of a very nice looking salad. With a few different types of fruit and things. As she says,
Wait, did they already bring over the drinks?
the drinks are with them. As she says,
Oh, nice.
right. By the way, whoever paid, mark off the amount. By the way,
I
told you.
did.
Okay, good.
5 gold.
Are you also paying for the rooms? Or are you all paying for our own rooms?
Right. Here is all of your food.
Did
Here are
you
your drinks
afford
as
it?
well. As she sort of places down the hot chocolate before giving you a bit of a wink, Rory, and placing everything in front of everyone else. Spencer, in front of you stands a tall glass that opens out towards the top of this orangish, yellow-coloured liquid that's swirling around within each other. And she says, "I don't know how you like to taste it, so I would say you can either sip or shot, but be warned, it can be a bit intense." But you look strong. I reckon you can hold it.
I want to just down it right there.
Yeah. Okay. As you sort of wham it back. Go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw to see.
Oh man, I got a. That's an 18.
Okay, you fucking shot it like a champ. That Constitution was not to for affecting you. It is for throwing it back up,
Keeping it down.
keeping it down after you've shot it. So as you sort of wham it back, this sort of burning feeling as you just one go, as this sort of burning, pulsating feeling in your chest and stomach. As this it didn't taste nice at all. It tasted vaguely vaguely metallic, and it had a sort of a hinting of maybe like a woodish taste to it, aftertaste. It sort of tasted like the barrel it was brewed in, sort of thing. Any people who have tried decent whiskey will know that. Yeah. Anyway.
Yes.
Yes. One of the best bits, honestly.
Yes.
I think that's actually literally just us two.
Yeah, I might. I'm looking up at my shelf.
Yeah,
Like, watching
longingly.
it, like,
Honestly. Anyway, the rest of you, as you get your drinks, the bottle of port in front of you, Oberon, with a port glass next to it, and the man sort of try not to get gout as he sort of gives you a pat on the shoulder.
I look at him as like, believe me, I told my.
Well, let's hope you do. As the woman sort of says, right. Here you go, mister. As she goes over to Malon with this beautiful glass with these sort of different
Something gives me a suspicion I won't be sharing a room tonight.
with these sort of like different patterns and things on the glass. It's very, very nice. It's a very, very nice and quite a large wine glass as this as it is for rather high. As she says, your elven wine. As he says, thank you, dear. As he sort of takes it slightly daintily and takes a.
After he takes a
Thank
sip,
you.
can Mitchell take the glass out of his hand, take a sip from it as well, just not breaking eye contact with the barmaid?
Okay, yeah. As he's holding it quite gently, as he's going to put it down, you sort of take it and with a stare. What type of stare is this?
It's borderline glaring, but not glaring exactly. Like you look at it and you think, she got a problem with me? I don't know. Maybe.
Okay.
And she's actually gonna scoot a little bit closer and just put her knee against his knee, just glaring at her.
Okay, she looks at you. A good second. And here's your drink. As she moves over to Tereth and Tenebrae. Here's your tea. I brewed it myself, so hopefully it's up to standard. And she hands this this sort of quite nice sort of cup, very different to the other ones. As she placing everything on the desk. And how many rooms will you be having? If you'll be having.
I'm sorry. Is there my
5,
hot
please.
chocolate?
Oh yeah, as you
No.
she gave it to you as you take a sip. Oh shit! This seems quite strong. I want you to give me an intelligence check.
Okay.
So I think we want 4 doubles and 1 single unposh. 4 double posh and 1 single unposh.
That's a 20, not natural.
Okay. You haven't had much alcohol, but
Was it pretty much just that one time at the what do you call it after we thought we lost care?
Honestly, yeah. It's you've not had much alcohol. But this is you've. It's difficult to tell, but you think it may or may not be alcohol. It's not. This is whatever Rory deems it to be, but it doesn't taste like. It doesn't have the same after effect that alcohol does.
This is vodka, right?
No, it's not vodka, but it is a little bit of ale I put in it, as I know that Aarakocra legal age of drinking is relatively low, considering Aarakocra's. As she says, looking over at you, Tereth, with a fucking wink.
For vodka, though.
Yes, we didn't have any in at the moment, though, so I did substitute it.
Wait, there are laws?
No.
Criminal when you get caught. Wait, there are laws?
Do you think?
What, like,
Say again?
Could you add a little bit more?
Rory, I paid for your drink. Just be happy with it. Got your alcoholic hot chocolate. Everything's great. Everything's fine. Yeah, have some of
may I
this.
have a
And I
sip, Rory?
stuffed a cracker in her mouth.
Okay. Yeah, you have a cracker in your beak. Right, and the rooms, how many, believe it will be 5 upstairs rooms, yes. One single.
Well,
Yes,
no, I
I
think
believe
we were
that's what we
going
had
to get
agreed.
4 upstairs rooms and then 1 single downstairs.
No, we can.
Malon's head tilts slightly. I believe we'll have 5 upstairs.
That's
I
what
sort of pipe up and just.
What do you say? You said I sort of pipe up and.
I'll pay. God, I fucking hate my mic.
Very well. That will be 10 gold pieces.
Isn't that just 1 platinum?
Yes.
Yeah, I just like reach into my pocket, take out, like just like
Here
you
you
would
go,
flick
guys.
a coin.
Yeah, as she. Oh, thank you very kindly.
Has she ever seen a blood? Can I make an insight check?
Go ahead.
Wait.
But there you go, guys.
Rare is. I got a 5.
A
So I have
5.
no idea.
You don't know, man. She might have before. She seems quite shocked that you guys did have them, considering the state you're all in. You're muddy, wet, and only one of you seems. Well, 2 of you seem proper pristine. Well, actually 3. There's Tenebrae there. 3 of you seem more upright. But at any rate, alright, hope you enjoy. I'll go get your keys. And she takes one last look at, Malon, then you, Mistral. And she turns and...
You go do that.
And
Ciao.
Malon's turning to look at you. Well, she was rather nice. Very polite.
I would say that.
I just look to the side and try to and like openly chuckle at whoever's sitting next to me.
Yeah. It's probably Rory. Are you okay?
If it's Rory.
You within reach of me to like, not this time doing damage, but punch him without doing damage.
I mean, he sat next to you. I'm pretty sure. You said you touched his knee with your knee, so.
No. Oberon.
Oh, Oberon.
Oh,
okay,
me?
no, yeah. Okay.
Wait,
I'd say you
don't
could
know.
reach over and give him a light punch.
You could kick me under
If
the
he's
table.
across,
You can
if
kick
he's
under
across
the
the
table.
table, I'm gonna kick him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not hard though.
Yeah, you notice the light sort of light kick in the ankle. Mr.
I
Are you
cast Mage
okay?
Hand.
You seem a bit upset.
I cast Mage Hand and take her drink.
I don't have a drink. Haha.
She doesn't have a drink.
Okay, I take. Okay, fine. I cast Mage Hand.
Yeah, what happened to my drink?
You got given your drink.
I'm sorry. What did you say? You cast Mage Hand?
I cast Mage Hand and like take your utensil. I cast Mage Hand and take your
utensils.
You take the bread roll out of my hand while I'm eating it.
Yeah, okay, that.
I feel like that's
Yeah.
funnier.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just the bread roll. I just take it and then just.
And then just.
And then just look at Mist. Don't.
Just look
Like
at
with
this.
just with like a glint in my eye. Don't fuck with me.
Yeah.
what
Malon
you
sort
got.
of
Because she
like.
doesn't know what happens.
Malon
Doesn't
just
know what happened.
doesn't.
Well, you don't know what happens. The rest of everyone, Malon knows what happens. I
Yeah.
fucking
What
turned you into
happened?
an arrow
What
cockroach.
happened?
What happened? Oh.
What happened? So Malon sort of does slightly sort of whispering at you. Okay, you seemed a bit upset.
I'm fine. What are you talking about? Told you, I'm angry. I've been angry since the cave. Confused. Okay, a lot going on in my life. Get off my face. I just move away from him again.
He doesn't say anything.
I'm just gonna say she's making no effort to sound convincing. But yes,
Yeah.
you were saying.
He doesn't say anything.
I would like to sort of finish my meal fairly briskly, and then leave with my flute, and just before I leave, take a swig of port, but leave fairly.
Okay.
And just leave with just my flute and a little bag. I would like to go and walk and sit outside the church.
You want to sit outside the church? Or inside?
Or just... Actually, I'll sit inside the church.
Okay, okay.
And I'd like to, once I'm in there, so just sit down and take out a little notebook and start writing.
Okay, you, what are you writing?
I'm sort of...
Say again?
I'm writing a song.
Okay, alright,
I'm not gonna write a... tell you, but...
No, not like exactly what notes or anything, just, yeah. So
no,
as...
Oberon has gone to write a song, kind of thing.
Yeah, okay. Alright.
I want to grab the closest piece of food.
Yeah, okay, you... I mean... you did get given a vegetarian option in front of you, so...
Oh, okay. Yep,
You
that's
vegetarian?
probably the closest food.
Are you vegetarian?
Came up like.
Wait, I'm not telling you. Is this your character or is this Paris? Sorry.
Yeah, Paris.
I should probably give her a more defining voice. I could give her the really bad British accent from before. That would be noticeable between Paris and Mistral.
Also, they like made a huge thing when they were asking. Well, not a huge thing.
Again. I feel like a plate of vegetarian. Paris, to be completely honest.
Just I can't get.
We just can't understand you at this
I feel like a
point.
plate of vegetarian, if I'm gonna be completely honest. Yeah, I agree with you on that.
I also feel like a plate of vegetarian.
Okay. So as most of you finish up your meals, unless anyone is making significant conversation.
Not now.
No.
I ain't there, so I can't make it.
Okay, yeah. You all take about an hour, like having conversation, eating your food, and you after about like however long you take Oberon takes, you can take that away, but everyone else everyone else after about an hour, some of you begin retiring. Malon sort of is the first to sort of stand up. Makes brief eye contact with you, Mr. Before. Right, I believe that I shall retire for the night. Even though we recently slept, I think we should at least try to get our sleeping schedules in order. And I do miss a bed. I will speak to you all at sunlight. He sort of glances over the table and turns and takes his leave.
I don't think we're a bit awkward. So if you want to change rooms, I wouldn't be offended.
It's fine.
Okay.
Rory's probably gonna go up to her room.
Okay.
Yeah, I think once Tenebrae is done with his tea. What?
Okay. One moment.
Are we all paying for our rooms individually?
I paid already.
Alright.
Let him pay. He stole all our monies anyway, so.
Here we go, guys. We're even. I
Yeah,
bought
Hang on. Mistral took half.
Yeah, she paid for our drinks.
Yes,
No,
we're
no,
even.
she took half of the platinum.
And I'm saying that you and I, Josiah, have paid off our debts for taking half the platinum.
Hang on, no,
Oh,
we did
all
give
your
them a
back.
share of the.
Yeah, we gave them some of the gold.
Yeah. It's not like we took like 20-something platinum each. You know, that never happened.
Totally not.
That never happened.
Never.
Never.
Feeling.
No, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Okay. As you all begin retiring for the night, whoever going when, one moment, doing things in the background.
Should we?
Curiosity, what is?
Wait, should we end the session?
Sorry.
Or?
I was hoping to end the session soonish. Yes.
I want to do like
when we go to sleep.
Let's go on to what happens in the room next session, because that could go on for a while.
Yeah.
Nova and the barmaid. Right. Malon.
Nova and the bard.
No. No, the bard hasn't come back yet. The bard's still in the church. Malon's probably...
You're sharing a room with a bard.
You're sharing a room with the bard. It's official. Oh god.
Sorry, Tasco's a horse.
Yes, Tasco is a horse.
Mm.
So, yeah.
Alright, so as most of you retire for the night, Oberon, you get back from writing some music. You play your flute a bit in the church, sort of liking the reverberations of the noise from the empty
When I
room.
come back in, I'll stay up in the sort of main downstairs bit with just sort of finishing my pause.
Okay, yeah.
And I might continue to write some more music, I'm not... Yeah, I'll write a bit more music while I drink.
Okay.
But, like, slowly as it goes on.
Yeah.
A bit more slowly.
So, you sort of stay down there, like, whoever else is still down there. Tenebrae finishes his tea and then sort of looks over to you with a slight smile and begins getting up.
Yeah, I'll get up.
Okay.
Go to...
You go and get your key and go. The lady came over one final time, not really saying anything, just placing into, here's your keys, tell me if you need anything, and sort of walks off.
Right, yeah. A lot of lady.
I wanna stay down with Oberon and just make dumb suggestions for his music.
Okay, you.
I willingly put them all in.
Yeah. You yeah, you guys just spend a good time. How long do you guys think you spend, or do you just sort of drunkenly?
Let's say we stay up until what would be considered midnight.
Okay. You stay up late then. You stay up quite late. The rain sort of pattering against the window near the booth, as you're sort of sat there laughing and drinking. Unless anyone is doing anything explicitly noteworthy, we can end the session there.
Hey.
No, I think,
You know, sometimes when I sleep, it's like I'm awake, and then there's this dude. He's a really drippy guy. He's a really drippy guy, and I don't. He gave me this thing, and
What thing? How does that even work, bro? Wow.
I don't know. Once there was a wolf.
I like wolves. They're cool. Wolves are cool, man.
Yeah.
I think we should retire.
Really quick, do you show
fall asleep on the counter?
Okay. Do you end up showing it to him?
Yes.
So as he shows you, you see what seems to be this this pendant of this beautiful green metal, that of these two snakes curling around each other, curling around one specific sort of in singular part. There's this there's this rune in the center of it that you don't seem to understand.
Okay.
And yeah.
Okay.
As you sort of, whoa, look at that, and then lights out kind of thing.
What? No, I said I think we should retire before I fall asleep on the counter.
Okay, yeah, you fall asleep on the counter.
Actually, no, I think it would be more funny to...
like, whoa!
It's like, whoa. No, it's like the, you know...
Say again, you cut out.
You know, man, we'll... Cool. And then just, like, slowly falling onto the counter.
Yeah, it's like, whoa, that's really... I want to...
And then just... Oof. It's just gone.
Okay. Alright, if that is... Does Spencer go back to his room?
Yeah.
Okay. Really quick.
Oberon is spending the night in the bar.
really quick. Okay, Spencer, as you go into the your room with Mistle and yourself, slightly dreading it, considering the previous thing that happened, but too drunk to care, as you open it, you're like, oh, it's dark in here. As you sort of, like, find a candle and then give up on trying to light it and just pop your mace on the desk. You realise the room is empty. And...
yeah, I'm kind of glad Oberon's passed out on the bar.
Yeah, give me a second. That is where we will end today's sessione. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope I wasn't too real already.
That was fun.
There was a...
Bad, we're out the hole.
Honestly. Also,
where did Mistral go?
Who knows?
With a boy.
I have a theory.
I will say, I hope you know who you are, but I hope you're happy with the little addition to a little thing we've been working on for a bit. You know who you are.
No one out yourself, please.
Nobody out yourself.
I'm saying no one out yourself.
No.
Fuck, I'm cutting out.
Okay, go into user settings, voice and video. Go to your sensitivity and lower that bitch. Automatic determine sensitivity, put that off, and then lower it to the left.
You want it down here.
All I'm saying, that's what I did, and
mad.
before I was cutting out as if I was in like this, with the gain so far down that you can barely hear me sometimes, and it is so weird, isn't it? So, like, just know.
Yeah, sorry, it doesn't really change how much...
No, I'm done. Okay, I've done it.
It picks up, it just picks up.
Recording over.
It's fine. Okay, anyway, I'm going to need to do...
We good?
Yes, okay, it should be good now. Anyway, I'm going to end the recording.